Hello everybody, my name's Yuki Cookie and welcome back for more Ocean Blues. Now everybody, in this episode of Ocean Blues, we're going to go from the beginning and towards the true ending. I have here I have here the choices now, or the guide, or the true path guide, and I can't wait to finally finish Ocean Blues. It has been so long since I played this game, and it's been so long that I touch this game so I can upload it or show it off in YouTube. Yes. Okay, let's play Ocean Blues. You're here, there's nothing I fear, and I know in my heart there go on. Near, far, wherever you are, and we are safe in my heart, and my heart will go on and on. Ow, my head hurts. Everything around me is spinning. Where am I? It feels like I'm in a deserted island with a reptile daddy. It doesn't look like there's anyone else around. Just you wait. Could it be that I'm the only survivor from that incident? Yeah, I feel so bad for the other people now. No, this can't be happening. I know you're the only survivor and everyone died. Maybe you're too ugly that everyone died. Mom, Dad, I'm all alone again. Just like in real life. I'm in an ocean cruise paid by my mom and dad. Man, I'm so freaking rich. No. It can't be true. I could fly if I wanted to. I got to keep it together. Whoa, keep it together. Yeah, that's right. I'm sure news has already gotten out about the incident. I just have to believe they'll send help out. Right now, I'll do everything I can to survive. Maybe I should take a look around. There's a chance that someone else besides me could have ended up here. Not a single soul to be seen. I've been walking around in circles all day and I've seen nothing but sand and water and a hot daddy. What the hell? Am I going to die here? There's no water or food for that matter. Just sand everywhere and a big ocean in front of me. What am I to do now? I've looked everywhere except for the forest behind me, like dun dun dun. I mean, I want to take a look in there, but what if I run into a wild animal? Yeah, you'll run into a wild animal. Trust me, he's wild. I'll be nothing but a pile of bones in seconds. As I stood there with the sun beaming down on me, my mind became lost in thought. I started to despair over the thoughts of what will become of me. Staying here won't help, and the place where I'll most likely find food will be in there. I guess I don't have a choice. It's do or die. It's do or die. Oh, okay. This forest is really something. I've never seen anything like this. Then again, I've never been to a forest before, so I am such a city boy that I'm gonna die. All this greenery reminds me of home somehow, especially the time when I was little. I remember sitting in the garden on a sunny day, watching Mom tending to the flowers and watering the plants. The garden would always look impressive because Mom would spend every available hour pruning the leaves from the bushes and keeping the place prim and proper. But this place is different. Everything here feels natural. Big leaves growing everywhere. Green vines hanging from trees, huge tree trunks with fungus growing around them. The sound of birds chirping and cicadas. Hello? The sound of birds chirping and cicadas mixed to the atmosphere. A carving that looks like a dragon's head. Huh. Dragon! Oh yeah, dragon! A mythical creature! Especially one from Smoke! What funny looking piece of wood. Once you're gonna go through, you're gonna laugh. Well, I stared at the miniature piece that sat on top of a moss-covered rock. I think I'm starting to lose the plot here. But could this be man-made? If so, then There's definitely someone that lives here. It must be the guy named Jurassic Park. Hey, no, come back! How long have I been walking? What time is it? The time is 9:40, I think. What day is today? I don't know. Maybe you're going crazy. I just can't seem to find anything or anyone. Wait, which way did I come from? Now I'm lost too. And on top of that, I'm really thirsty and hungry. I'm hungry for some daddy. I wish I could have something cold, thirst quenching and filling to eat. Woo. It's no good. I'm really tired. Maybe this is it for me. Oh, this is it for me. I guess I'm gonna die now. Mom, Dad, I'm sorry. Gomenosai! Hey, what up? What are doing? Who's there? Wake up! Oh, I know. I must be on my way to heaven. Someone up there is calling out to me. It must be a reptilian daddy. I said wake up! Whoa! Hello! Hello! I miss you! What? A talking dragon! Please don't eat me! I'm not tasty at all! But you are! You humans never change. Especially for one who's trespassing my territory. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I'll leave right away. Hey. Yes? It's that way. Thank you. Yeep. What was that just now? I'm sure that was a dragon, but don't dragons normally have wings or fire breath? It didn't seem like it had any on its back though. Maybe it's a flightless dragon. I don't know. But that was shocking. Like a dragon in this day and age. Oh, it must be because of science. I bet my mind was playing tricks on me. Yep, there's no other explanation. I'm so exhausted that I've started hallucinating. Which way do I go now? I'm completely lost again. Maybe it's that way. Which way should I go? Okay, according to my guide, it's go left. It looks brighter. Okay. Doesn't look like I'm getting anywhere. These bugs are beginning to annoy me. They look creepy too. Like, ew, Australian bugs. Now what should I do? This isn't good. I think I took the wrong turn. Okay, according to this, it said give up. Okay, give up. It's no good. I walk and still nothing. I really am lost, thrown into a complete hopeless situation. This time, I don't think I'll ever wake up again. I'm in a bad dream, but this time, this bad dream is real. No, I can't lose hope. Not yet. I'll try to go back and start again. What's this? Oh, you are supposed to see that. Okay. Because I thought that you're not supposed to, you know, yeah. I mean, you're not supposed to. A porn magazine with fur. Who makes fuzzy XXX? What's this doing here? Yeah, what's this doing here? Featuring hot furry daddies, twins, songs, and many more! Maybe I should take a quick peek inside. The pages are all stuck together. Just like his cum. Well, so much for the fun. I think I'll just put it back where I found it. That's strange. How did this end up all the way here? Oh well, never mind. I better go back and start again. Now, which way should I go? Oh god. It says keep walking. Okay, keep walking. Hey! No! Oh crap! Quick! Hide the porno! What does it want now? Yes? So it wasn't an illusion. It really is a dragon! Is your pathetic human brain made out of beetle dung or something? I told you it's that way! Sorry. It's just that everywhere looks the same to me, and it's porno too! For a mere human, you're not very capable.
come.
Yeah, sure, I will. What? It wants me to follow? This is bad. It's going to eat me alive. Oh, I'm not too tasty. Let me smother myself in chocolate. Then you'll eat me.
Hurry up, human, I
was gonna say, or I'll eat you, or I'll leave you behind. I don't have a choice. If I run now, things could turn bad. Oh, okay. What should I do? I knew going into the forest was a bad idea. I've got to find a way to get out of this. As we walk further into the forest, I couldn't help but take my eyes off from what I'm seeing in front of me. Like, whoa, he's real! In fact, I'm completely overwhelmed by the beast's presence that I'm starting to shiver in fear. Leah will be so jealous. It could turn around and eat me alive anytime it wants. He will eat you anytime it wants. Like, wow. Honestly, I don't know what to expect, but even so, I can't let my guard down. Not even for a second. I have no time for that.
Hey, human!
Yes?
Your name?
It wants to know my name. Why does it want to know? Don't tell me it's planning to put a curse on me.
Well?
Oh, please enter your first name. Okay, since this is episode 4 and we're all the way back from the beginning. Naruto. His name is Naruto. His name is Naruto. Now that's funny. Okay, Naruto is the first name. Okay, click. Last name! Naruto Shepherd. Okay, that's a very English, Japanese, half English name. Okay, Naruto Shepherd. His name is Naruto Shepherd. Congratulations to Shepherd and Naruto in the chat. Okay, alright. Naruto Shepherd it is then. Boop. It's Naruto Shepherd. Did I say something wrong?
Goro.
What was that? I didn't catch that at all. Can you speak loudly, please? I'm sorry. What was...
My name! It's Goro! I used to own a camp called Camp Buddy, but because I was experimented on, I became a dragon.
Okay.
You do your best to remember the owner of this island, human.
I will. As I treaded carefully past a tree trunk branching out of the ground, I noticed how Goro seems to avoid these ever so casually. I tried to keep up following, yet keeping my distance. My eyes averted to its back from time to time. I couldn't help but notice its large tail swinging from side to side as it walks. Still, I kept my guard up, being over so cautious around this creature. No one in this whole world would ever believe such a beast exists. And judging by its looks, I'm pretty sure it's a male. Really? How can you say that? How can you say that? Oh, maybe that's bulged here. Maybe this bulge is your clue, huh? There were many questions that I wanted to ask. The general stuff, like how big is your... what's your favorite food, color, weather, and have you ever been anywhere else besides here? It will be interesting and fun to find out more about him. But something just tells me it's best to keep my mouth shut. I wonder why he's all alone in this island. I don't know, maybe he's a dragon?
For a pathetic human to ask such a dumb question. I don't know whether you're just brave or stupid.
Hey, it's a legitimate question, Goro. Why are you alone in this island? Why are you here in this island? That's a very good question, actually. He hurt me! Maybe I shouldn't say it out loud. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I was just talking to myself.
Whatever. Just hurry up and leave this island once I take you back to the beach.
The thing is, I drifted here from an incident that I had on a boat, so... yeah. So I can't really leave the island. Although I would love to get out of here more than anything at this moment.
That's none of my concern!
His words were harsh like a sharp knife chipping away at me. I knew for sure that there won't be anyone or anything on this island that can help me. Not knowing the first thing about survival, I was guaranteed my death on this island sooner or later. But I won't be able to leave. I don't know where I am. Or what to do. I'll definitely die out here without your help.
Useless human. It's not of my concern if you die here too.
Sorry. Wrong delivery.
It's none of my concern if you die here too.
These words came down like an axe, tearing at me, causing a certain memory to resurface. But please, don't take me back there. I can't die here. People out there might be searching for me. I can't die. Not here. Not yet. Not now. Please. I'll do anything. I'll do anything. So please.
Fine. Do what you want, human. Your death here will cause me more problems.
Even though he says like that, he said it like that, I couldn't help but feel relief. Relief of not having to be left alone. Relief for a chance of surviving. A relief because I farted. But even so, it doesn't make me any happier. Thank you. I don't really know much about dragons, but do they all hate humans this much? Well, remember the time of Arthur? Yeah, we drove them away somehow. My legs are going to fall off. Just how much longer are we going to walk? I want to stop and rest already.
You're slowing down. Keep walking, human.
Keep walking? We must have been walking for at least an hour or two in these uneven paths. I could barely stand, let alone walk. On top of that, my throat is really dry, and the word hungry doesn't even come close to how I feel. Oh, berries! They look really tasty. These white ones especially.
You must be a real fool to eat those, human.
Well, I can't help if I'm hungry. You've been dragging me around in this forest for hours. I'm really tired, thirsty, and hungry. Just because you don't want to eat these doesn't mean I can't.
If you want to eat and poison yourself, be my guest.
Poison! Wow! My first time in the forest, and I almost died from eating a berry. Oh God, that berry is a lie!
Also, feel free to eat those mushrooms while you're at it. You'll be dead in no time.
On second thought, I think I can deal with not having food for a little while longer. I think that spoiled my appetite. Oh! Campgrounds! Stop! Stop! We're here! Oh! I'm tired! Finally, my legs gave in. I fell to the floor with my backside colliding into the soft grass. Ugh! We're here at last! I think I'm about to pass out.
Wait here.
I mustered the remaining energy. I had left and replied before he left. Okay. At this moment, I don't care what he does. He could eat me for all I care. He'll eat you, don't worry, and you're gonna like it. I'm just so tired that I don't even want to move or think. Why don't I take a closer look? This place is really different from the rest of the forest. It's so relaxing here. The occasional breeze passing by and the warm sun seeping through the tree leaves like, oh, ah, ee, eh, ooh. Feels like I'm being wrapped up in a blanket. I feel so calm and at ease. If only I could close my eyes for eternity.
Here's a big deck. Hey! Human, wake up! Get up!
No! I must be drifted off for a moment there. Sorry, I just...
Here.
Melon! Watermelon! Big, juicy melon, and it has animation like...
Here, do you want some melons? Dun dun dun!
Wow, he must like me for giving me lemons. And for giving me a watermelon. Wait, is that the last watermelon? I watched as he held out his hand while holding a large fruit.
Be glad that I'm giving this to you, human.
A watermelon? I held out my hand to receive the large fruit. Oh, thank you! It was rather heavy for me to hold on to, so I placed it beside me. Oh, thank you.
What? What? Not good enough for you, human?
Oh, no, that's not it. It's just that, well, I can't eat it like this.
Give it here.
No, oh, I flinch as he reach out and swipe up the watermelon. Like, whoa, Jesus! I know you want to eat the seeds, but come on. What is he going to do with it? He's gonna throw it to you! Boom! Or you're gonna say, oh, I hope you want some watermelon! You human beings are completely useless. Wait. What's it going to do with it? You humans are completely useless? What? No, sorry for being completely useless. Wait, I think he was supposed to talk. But okay, now I see it now. Unlike you, it's not like I have claws to open this or anything. I don't have the big, muscular muscles. As I sat there staring at the tall grass beside my feet, I couldn't help but wallow in despair. Ah! A loud crack sound from the watermelon, like crack! I watch in awe as he split the fruit in half with his big lizard-like hands. I thought he's gonna use his tits, use his pecs to go like.
Here.
The once perfectly round fruit has now been forcibly ripped into smaller pieces. I better be careful not to say anything to upset him, or else he's gonna kill me with those giant, big, manly arms. Oh. I better be careful not to say sorry, otherwise it'll be my head he'll be ripping off next. As that thought crossed my mind, he began piling the pieces of the melon in front of me. Without hesitation, I began tucking to the fruit. Wow! This is very good! It's so cold and full of juice! Like his peanuts! Full of feed! Juicy! So refreshing! Oh! He's kind of like, oh, he likes what I gave him. Maybe. Ah, no.
Stay here and don't move, human.
Yes. I wonder where he's going. He's not planning to eat me, is he? Yeah, he's fattening you up with watermelon so he'll eat you like a salad. Maybe I should run while I can. But if I did, where should I run to? I guess if he did plan on eating me, he could have done that a long time ago. Ah! Now that I think about it, is it considered normal for a dragon to give someone food? Is it? Is it considered normal? I mean, he's not Spike from My Little Pony, so this is a different dragon. From what I've seen and read in novels, they eat humans. Yeah, I think. You think? If that was the case, then I could be wrong about him. Maybe he's not as bad as I thought. Maybe there are other dragons that eat fish. Have you ever thought about that? I wonder if he's been living here for a long time and I actually forgot that one joke for berries, like, oh my god, you have found my berries! Whatever, that's not my priority to worry about. Right now, I should try and figure out a way to get off this island! I need to get off this treasure island! Or Candied Island! But for now, I'll try and get some rest while I can. Oh, that watermelon is so filling! I think I ate a lot of seeds and... Sorry. The night enveloped the forest, leaving the woods feeling dark and eerie. As I opened my eyes... Open your eyes! I noticed a large figure had sat beside the small campfire. Flames flickered and crackled, flickered and crackle and pop! Those are Rice Krispies! As the large figure threw in more wood to fuel the flames.
So, finally awake, human?
Something smells really good. Is that fish he's cooking over by the fire? That reminds me, I completely forgot to thank him. Thank you.
What?
The watermelon earlier. It was really good. So, thank you.
Well, I mean, he likes my watermelon. He even ate my seeds. Was it tender, juicy? It gets cold at night. Huh? Unless you prefer the cold, human. I prefer we share body heat. Come on. Come on. Can I have a hug? Can I please have a hug? Come on. I'm hip too. You can stay where you are.
Is that his way of trying to be nice? Still beats sitting here and away from the fire. Besides, it's kind of creepy here at night. I don't think anyone wants to be alone in the dark. Alone in the dark. And now it's time for us. It's time for us to tell a story in Are You Afraid of the Dark? Well, if you don't mind then, I'll sit beside the fire. I got up from that soft patch of grass and was lying on and started walking towards the campfire. I sat myself down on the opposite side of where he is. Well, at least great around the fire. Hey, if we're underwater, how could there be a it's so warm. I didn't think it could get this cold at night. That smell. Fish. Those fishes he's grilling, they look so delicious. I think they're pantat. My mouth is watering just from the smell. Oh, the bangros. And watch as he plucked one of the fishes impaled by a stick off the ground. He examined the slight burnt fish by pinching several pieces. He's trying to get all the burnt spots. I tried not to look as he began to eat, but the temptation was too much for me. Each bite would be bigger than the last until nothing remained. Oh, he's just watching him. He's just watching him. Menacingly! Sorry. He's just watching him eating. I think the way he's eating is like that. Like not even the bones from the fish. You're making my meal taste bad, human. So sorry. I didn't mean to stare.
Here.
Huh? But isn't that yours? It's called an indirect kiss.
Unless you prefer finding your own food during the night. Be my guest. Not that I care.
No. I guess not. I'll gladly accept your offer. Thank you. Even though the warm heat and soft light emitting from the fire puts my mind at ease, it wasn't enough to melt the ice between us as we sat there in a very uncomfortable silence eating our meal. It was best if I should say something and maybe even try to become friends. Now can you feel the love tonight? It is where we are. It's enough for these kings and vagabonds to leave the very best. He might be a bit scared on the outside, but that doesn't mean he has no emotions or feelings on the inside. So, do you watch Naruto? Or, I'm sorry, Boruto's dad? Have you been living here for a long time? I mean, it's none of my business. You can ignore what I said. Sorry for asking.
For a puny human, you do ask a lot of inconsiderate questions.
I was only trying to be nice and start a conversation. It's better than sitting here in silence.
50 or 60 years.
What? 50 or 60 years? Wait, if that's the case, if I put the dragon age to human age. Okay, I got this from the Wings of Fire fandom, and according to this, if they are 50 or 60 years, then that means we. Oh God! Wait! Chotomate! Are you telling me that even though they're just 50 or 60 years old, they're 35.4 or 39.7 in human years? What? Wait, 50 or 60? That makes it sound like he's not sure. And could it be that he's been here much longer than 50 or 60 years? You've been so living for that long. Aren't you sad?
Huh?
Aren't you sad being alone on this island all by yourself? Because if I were to be in this position, I would have broken down a long time ago. But that's because it would be something I won't be able to cope with.
Don't compare yourselves to me, human. Unlike you lesser beings, I have no need for any petty emotions, including pathetic things such as sadness.
Then, why did you help me? Why did you give me food? You could have left me to die out there and...
Don't think too highly of yourself, human. If you died on this island, you'll cause me problems.
So I'm a problem to you, is that it? Problems? Like what?
You wouldn't understand, human.
Giving me food and bringing me to this place was only to help himself. I'm such a fool to think for a minute that he actually has a heart. Well, sorry for not understanding.
As long as you know, human.
As soon as the conversation ended, he got up and began walking away from where he was sitting. At a few paces, he lay down facing the woods. His back was the only visible part that remained as the fire carried on burning. It wasn't long before I fell asleep after eating. To be honest, I was quite upset. Mainly at myself for being so gullible. I tried believing for a moment that he was helping me for good intentions, but it seems like I was wrong. He only helped me to prevent further problems from arising, that is to protect himself. Whatever the problem may be. Whatever. I don't care. He could be alone for all I care! I've slept pretty well considering it's out in the open. As I rubbed my sleepy eyes to adjust my sight, I noticed Goro was nowhere to be seen. Where did he go? Maybe he wanted to be alone. Or could it be that he's angry about what I said last night? I guess that makes sense. He only brought me here so that I wouldn't go and die on his island. What should I do now? I'm getting restless. I'm getting restless just sitting here. And hungry. Oh no, I'm sorry, my tummy. I am so sorry. Okay. According to the guide, it says I have no other choice. I have no other choice. Although that might be a bad idea, going to the forest alone. But there's also no guarantee I'll be getting food from him all the time. I guess the answer is quite obvious. I have to hunt him down and be my meal! This time I better leave tracks behind so I can find my way back. Well, I better get started. I better gather my breadcrumbs. Oh wait, I don't have breadcrumbs. Now remember what you learned from Camp Buddy, Sonny. Always remember to mark your trail, to always bring water and food with you, always bring a map, and I forgot what the fourth one is. Oh, or stay where you are. As I began walking to the forest, I noticed a rock with a sharp end to it. A thought struck me as I picked it up from a nearby tree. I could use this to create markings on some of the trees. That way I won't get lost. I walked up to the nearest tree and began scratching the surface of the trunk with a stone. For now, I'll just try and make an arrow pointing into the camp area. Alright, that's done. On to the next. It's been a long walk just to find something that's edible and not poison at the same time. I made sure to mark enough trees along the way so I'll be okay going back. I wonder if word has gotten out about the boat incident. I hope Mom and Dad has received news that I'm missing. Guess it's no use thinking about it, and the bigger question is, how would I be able to get off this island? Anyway, food! Need to find food! Food! Glorious food! Ah! I see a few nests up there! I'm gonna make some eggs! It might be a bit dangerous, but if I'm careful, I'll be fine! Alright, time to get myself some eggs. I started to scale the tree by jumping and grabbing hold of the thick branches like, yeah! It's a good thing these branches are sturdy. With each branch I climbed onto, I made sure that my footing was in the correct place before going into the next one. Phew, made it at last! I'm gonna get some eggs. You bastard! Caw! You're gonna get my eggs! I've somehow managed to get up here. Whoa! I'm so far from the ground, I don't think anyone could survive if they fall from here. And the eggs are right there in front of me. I reach out with one hand trying to grab the eggs and the other hand held firmly into the trunk. 3 eggs here in total, and they look kind of large too. I grabbed the first egg that was closest and placed it on my pocket. And then the second egg. And the third one is a bit far, but I should be able to get it. I stretch out as much as I can, trying my best not to lose my footing. Just a bit more. Almost there. Yes, got it. Ah! In an instant, my hand slipped from the trunk, causing my body to fall. Ah! As I fell from the tree, I couldn't help but close my eyes. A few branches and leaves brushed past me as I continued. Oh, I wish I have a giant blue head and became a supervillain. My mind went blank. I couldn't think of anything else except for my dead body lying beneath the tree. Ah! Did I break my fall on something? It doesn't hurt. I opened my eyes slowly, only to find myself being stared down by a familiar face. Oh! It's the thumbnail! I never got this before, to be honest. Well, whoa! Oh my god, it's the thumbnail! Well then, okay! I never expected this, but okay. My heart was pumping really fast and my body was shaking. My heart was... the cause was because of the sudden fall from the tree, but now, just looking at him glaring at me screams dangerous. He looks like he's about to bury me 6 feet under. Oh, he'll bury you 6 feet under if you know what I mean. What the hell are you playing at, human? It's not what you think. I wasn't trying to jump off that tree or... Then what? I gathered some eggs for us to eat. I can make an omelet. This isn't good. I've told you before! Your death would cause me a lot of problems! If you want to die that badly, I'll gladly end your life here. I'm sorry! I'm really, really sorry! Save your words, human! Please listen. Nothing you say can... I was only trying to get these! I held out the egg in my hand and pulled out the rest from my pockets. It's a good thing that none of them are damaged. Yeah, I think it's a good thing it's a good thing these pants are actually good for something. Eggs? I just wanted to repay you somehow. For the food that you shared with me yesterday. I didn't want you to think I'm a burden or anything. I just wanted to help. Whatever. As he dropped me to the ground, I felt a sense of relief. His anger had started to subside. Instead of doing something so troublesome, you should have waited back there. I didn't mean to. I honestly did thought to myself that I could be a little helpful if I tried. Even if it's just finding something to eat. And? What do you plan on doing with just 3 eggs? I'm gonna make an omelet! I guess I could cook it. With what, human? I don't know. Now that I think about it, there's nothing here I could use to cook these. Actually, you can. All you need to do is just burn, all you have to do is just burn mismo the fire. Just create another fire, and after that, use some rock and a flat rock and use it as your pan. Now that I think about it, there's nothing here I could use to cook these. Should have thought about it before climbing up a damn tree. Next time you pull some stupid shit like that, I'll personally break your legs. Don't break my legs! I am not even entertaining you! I'm sorry! It won't happen again. I need my legs to dance. I feel so ashamed of myself for not being able to do anything. I don't care how. I don't care why. Someone, anyone, please find me and take me home. Ever since I fell from the tree, he hasn't said a single word. I can't tell if he's still angry, upset, agitated, or just ignoring me.
Sit over there and give me those.
Yes. I watched him take the eggs from me and planted them next to the already extinguished campfire. I followed the instruction and sat down on a patch of grass just a few feet behind him, in silence.
If you want to be helpful, human, go on and gather some firewood. Smog, get them firewood!
Yes.
Just stay away from trees.
But isn't that where I'm going to get the woods? I will! I have determination! I'm so stupid. I feel stupid. There was no need to get so upset. You had every right to be angry with me. For now, I'll do my best to gather as many firewood as I can. Phew! I don't know much about firewood, but I got the ones that look dry enough to burn. Given this is my first time, I think I did a pretty good job. Collecting firewood, that is. Not that it's anything to brag about. I hope this is enough.
Hey, human! Hey, human! Bring those over here!
Coming! I walk up to him and left a bunch of dry branches next to the campfire.
You know how to start a fire, human?
I don't have a flint, though. No, I don't.
Good. It's best if you didn't.
Why? Is he a hazard to you?
Don't want you burning the whole forest down.
I've never actually seen anyone setting up a campfire before. I've watched carefully as he began by picking up one of the branches. He then starts rubbing the sticks friendly on his palm, a palm back and forth on a tree bark. The tip of the stick begins to chip away at the bark. I can't really see how this is going to. Huh? He's doing this and then fire! Smoke is coming out. Friction! Science! He's putting something on top of the smoke. Looks like shaved bits of wood. He planted his face closer to the smoke and began blowing gently while making sure none of the shaved woods gets blown away. Huh? It sparked up a tiny flame. Now he's throwing in some firewood bit by bit. The fire is gradually getting bigger. Yay! Fire! So that's how a campfire is done. That was amazing! Wow. The human really appreciated what I do. Oh my.
Oh well. You think that was amazing?
It is for me. I mean, I've never been camping before. Never done base. Well, not like I had the chance. Well, so to see how it's done in front of me for the very first time is really amazing. It's kind of like magic. He's impressed. It's like, I like your enthusiasm. Did he just smile? Who are you and what have you done to Goro? I watch as he takes a bunch of firewood and places it in the edge of the campfire, making sure that it doesn't come in contact with the large flame that's currently burning. He takes a few more sticks and sets the tip on fire. I wait in anticipation to see what he was going to do next. And he then drops the sticks held on his hand with a bunch of firewood and sets the rest on fire. A small flame was set up, completely separate from the big one in the center of the campfire.
Bring me that rock over there.
I look around to see where he was pointing at. This big, flat-looking rock? I took hold of the odd-looking rock and struggled to lift it up from the ground. And I lift it up from the ground! It's really heavy! What's he planning to do with this? Cook! You idiot! Here. He grabbed the large rug with one hand as if it said, as if to say, it's light as a feather, you... And placed it over on the small flames he made on the side. Oh. What is he waiting for? After a short time, he reached out for the eggs. Does he plan to cook those? But wait! Those are fresh eggs. You need to wash down the salmonella. That's gonna be disgusting. That's home economics 101. That's what you learn in TLE. But there's no frying pan here. Is he going to cook it? Dude, he cracks open the first egg and pours the contents into the heated stone. Oh, I see. He heated up the rock and waited when it was hot enough to cook the egg on top of it. Kind of like a hot plate. Wow. As I stood there watching him cook the eggs, I could tell it wasn't his first time doing something like this. Once the eggs are fully cooked, he took a large-looking leaf he had prepared and began scraping the bottom of the eggs. Here. Oh, thank you. It smells really good. He even wrapped it up with a big leaf. There's some fruits over there. Is this his way of saying, if the egg isn't enough, have something else over there? It's strange. What is? Oh, it's just that, this reminds me of home a little. Your home? Yes. It feels a little nostalgic. I wake up every morning to find these on the plate. It'll normally be warm like this and on a plate. But still, I would always sit there and eat this by myself, and occasionally there will be a note beside them. But somehow, eating them like this feels strange. No! I didn't mean strange as in it's bad or anything. I meant it was about Doctor Strange. Yeah, that's it. It's more like this is how it should have been. And then Goro has a giant eyebrow doing this. Sorry. I'm not making any sense, am I? For a human, you can talk a lot. There's always enough. There's always enough food here, warm or not. Thank you, Goro. The human thanked me. He thanked me. It's the start of something new. It feels so right to be here with you. Oh, and now, and now looking in your eyes. I couldn't sleep or wink. My mind was too preoccupied with everything that's happened so far. I kept thinking to myself, what happens if I can't go home? What if I was the only one who survived and news had gone out telling all passengers are dead? All these thoughts keep jumping at me. I just don't know what to think anymore. Hey! Yes? Jeez, that scared the hell out of me. Today you'll stay here alone until dawn and wait until I get back, human. What? But what happens if a wild animal appears? That's unlikely to happen. I've lived here for a long time and no wild animal has ever come here. But this is me you're talking about. Anything could happen! To you it's okay because no animal will be stupid enough to come near you. Still, the thought of sitting here alone and a chance I might be attacked is scary. Please take me with you. Not this again. No. You'll just get in the way, human. I won't get in your way, I promise. Please, let me go with you. I'll do anything to help. Just, please. I don't want to be alone. Alright, I get it. If you slow me down, I'll leave you behind. I won't, I promise. Let's go. Okay. I know I only have myself to blame for being so pathetic, but I'm grateful to him, even though he refused at first when I asked if I could come along. I wonder where we are going. Everything here looks kind of different. We're going somewhere far. I hope we'll be getting rest stops, especially if it's going to be a long walk.
Snakes! Snakes! Damn! Snakes! Why does it have to be snakes?
Huh?
There are snakes on this path. Did he just say snakes? Try not to get yourself eaten, human. Not that I care if you did.
Yeah, right! This isn't funny. This isn't funny! I didn't think there will be snakes here. Like a hissing snake or why would he choose to walk in this direction knowing this? It's okay, I'll be sure to stick to him like glue. That's why I won't get attacked by anyone. I mean, just his presence alone is enough to send a lion running. Yay! The spring or lake or whatever. Wow! It's a waterfall! Yeah, that's what I was saying. A waterfall.
Stay here and don't move.
Huh? Hey! Wait a minute! And gone, just like that. Oh well. The next answer is follow him and see where he is going. Okay. Well, I'm curious. He looked like he was in a hurry to go somewhere. I better go and check it out. I'm sure he went this way. I look around for a bit before realizing he'd completely disappeared. I just walk a little bit further. If I can't find him, I'll go back. Is it me or does this place feel slightly eerie? It's like something is watching me. I can feel the hairs on the back of my neck standing up. Oh my god! I think it's a Jungle Book now! I can hear something evil singing. I'm on the bare necessities, it's simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean the bare necessities with modern nature's recipes, the simple bare necessities of life. Something doesn't feel right here. It's like I'm being watched. Maybe it wasn't a good idea for me to come here. Is this the part with the tiger? I stepped backwards, tripping over something small, which made me fall to the ground. This is the bones! Are these human bones? No, they're not. Looks like some sort of animal. I think I better get out of here now. Phew! I made it back! Woo! Oh! Man! Whew, I don't want to be Mowgli now. We made it back. That was a odd experience. I guess this is a good time to sit here and rest up. What an amazing place. If only my parents were here to see this too. Mom, Dad, everybody, I would like to thank the Academy. Oh, sorry. No, I got to focus on something else. I see something sparkling over there by the river. Without a second thought, I walked towards the area where the lights are reflected from the surface of the water. Wow! The water's so clear, I can even see the rocks at the bottom. Look at all those fishes. Maybe I should try and catch some. That big one over there looks tasty. Maybe it's poisonous, but I won't be able to cook them. Oh well, what's the harm in trying? Besides, it's so hot today. I could do with a splash of water. It's not like I'm going to dissolve on the water. I took off my sneakers and stepped into the flowing river. Oh, this is great. It's nice and cool. Like a child, I splash around aimlessly playing with the water like splashy, 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 splash. I've never really tried catching fishes before. There's one! I jumped towards the direction of where the fishes were swimming and dug my hand into the water, whatever. Yeah! Hi-ya! Damn it! Got away! I won't give up. Not until I catch one. With multiple failed attempts and no results, I began panting away while I stood there, soaked and parched. Phew! Maybe I should stop. Alright, one last go. My previous attempt may have failed, but this time I'll wait until they swim towards me. Patience is the key, although I'm running out of it. There! Ha! This time with one scoop, I managed to catch one like, ha! Oh, it slipped from my fingers. Gotcha! Yes, I did it! I did it! I watched as a fish wriggled around my hands frantically. It was so slippery that I lost my grip and it managed to escape. No! This is pant! Tougher than hoof! It looks... Hey! Huh? As I turned around to find out where the familiar voice was coming from, I quickly lost my balance and slipped. What? Ow! That hurt!
What are you doing, human?
I thought I'd catch us some fish.
Get out!
Okay. Is he angry with me? Did I do something wrong again? I was only trying to help. Okay. What's he looking for?
This would do.
You pick up a large rock that looks extremely heavy. Don't tell me he plans on throwing that in there.
This is how you catch fish, human. Yeah, this is how you catch fish! The caveman way!
Whee! I watched carefully as he threw it in the river. Even a child knows that throwing a rock as big as that won't be able to hit any of the fishes.
Huh?
That was strange. Something like it collided with something before hitting the water. Could it be that rock sticking out from the river? Wasn't he planning to throw that at the fishes? He stood there waiting for a while. What happened? They're all floating like they're dead! How did you do that?
I throw a rock. Fish died. The shock knocked them unconscious.
You mean... You aim at the rock over there on purpose and it causes a shockwave or something?
Yeah?
Wow, I never knew there was an easier way of catching fishes. Yeah, maybe we should have done that before. Oh, wait, no. Maybe... Oh, no, wait. We abandoned that because it was a bad thing. Is that even possible? So all this time, I was in there throwing myself around trying to catch them, but all I need to do was just throw some rocks. And he was probably watching me. Ugh, this is so embarrassing.
Hurry up with the fishes!
Right! We both got into the water and began picking up the fishes.
Floating on the river.
He placed several of them into a large leaf and began wrapping them up. Phew! And that's the last one. There's quite a lot here. As I sat down to rest, Goro handed me an apple.
Here.
Fruits again? We've been eating fruits! It's big... Excuse me. We're eating so many fruits I think I'm a vegetarian now. I'm getting tired of eating these. I want meat! Who am I to complain? Food is food, and besides, I'm hungry after all that moving around. Especially that eerie thing. Thank you! It wasn't long before I finished eating my apple. I began by looking around aimlessly at the scenery and then tried to relax by watching the waterfall.
Do you like gay porn? Despise me, human.
Where did that come from all of a sudden? No! No, I don't. I mean, yes, I was scared at first, but isn't that just a normal reaction? Given the situation to another, I'm sure they would probably react the same way. It's just that it's true that I've caused you a lot of problems, but that wasn't by choice. I know you're not happy with me being here, but I've never despised you. Not really. Even for...
Lies.
Huh? What?
You think I could believe those words from a human? All you humans ever do is lie!
It's not 100% lies, but that's because he keeps treating me like I'm sort of disease. I'm not saying I harbor any ill feelings towards him, but he could at least try and show a little more compassion. His stare was as cold as ice, completely voided from any feelings.
You humans will be nothing more but scum to me. Every last one of you. Even you. Sorry, even you.
Ang sakit naman.
We're leaving, human.
Why? Why? Tell me that it's human nature. Why? Why? Why does he say those things? His words hurt me so much that I want to cry. I want to cry, but I don't wanna. But I can't. Not here. Not now. Yeah, got it. I'll hold on to these feelings inside of me even if it kills me. Because if I cry now, I'll end up being nothing more than a useless, pathetic human being. Excuse me. We walked pretty far from the waterfall. I guess it won't be long before we get back. His human! His! Huh? What's that sound? Did that come from him? How strange of it to make weird noises like that all of a sudden.
I am Lord Voldemort! Hiss!
Actually, doesn't sound like the kind of noise he'd make.
Hiss!
It's getting louder! I slowly turned to look beside my feet and saw a large snake slithering towards me! Oh god! Ah! It's a snake! Kill it with fire! Hey! Quick! Sorry. Quick! Kill it with fire! Ah! Snake! He jumped towards Goro out of shock and pulled one of his clothes. On his clothes. It's a snake! It's gonna eat me! Goro turned around quickly to assess the situation. I think you forgot one more S. Because if you say assess, it's a different word. It's assess. Don't move! I stood there completely frozen in fear. Yeah, I think I don't need to. He told me not to move, but even if I wanted to, my body wouldn't listen. He dropped all the fishes on the floor that he was carrying back and cautiously walked up to the snake.
Just stay still.
I gave a small nod in response. As Goro approached the snake, he broke up a long stick from a tree and poked it.
Crikey! He's poking it with a stick!
The snake noticed his presence and began initiating its intimidating pose like... It swayed left and right as it hissed. He tried fending off the snake by pushing its slithering body away from us. Hiss! Hiss! Cha! Cha! Ah! 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 Ah!
I'm gonna show you my Bowser powers!
The snake struck towards Goro with great speed. It was so fast that I wasn't able to see what happened, but... The snake returned to its slithering pose again and began propping its head up from the floor.
Grrr!
I was so fixated on the snake that I didn't notice Goro dropping the stick. Stick? But just as fast as the snake had struck him, Goro held up his fist and struck down at that snake's head. Yeah! That's how you beat the snake! You punch him on the face! He swings so hard that a loud thump can be heard from his fist as it came in contact with the ground. I'll show you! Shoryuken! Ah!
Grrr!
My hero! The snake was no longer moving. It was slightly horrifying to see. Yeah, and I think somebody needs a shot. I'm going to pay no attention to the dead snake, but rather at Goro, because at this precise moment, he's beginning to scare me a little. Holy shit! He's in adamantium rage! Uh-oh. Those eyes of his, they aren't normal. It's like he's ready to lash out at me. Ah! Don't scare me like that, you big old meanie. Dang nabbit.
You should try and be more cautious.
I'm sorry. I will be next time. Wow! You punched that snake like it's nothing. Is that how you finish your snake too? by punching it. Seems like he's back to normal. Yeah, it's back to normal. But something about him didn't seem right. His eyes are less intimidating than they were earlier, which is a good thing, but what's with the hand? He's holding it kind of funny. Oh, it must be bleeding. I tried examining him closely. Did he get bitten? Are you okay?
I'm fine!
I noticed him covering his hand frantically, trying his best not to show me his wounds. He's clearly not okay. I knew I was bound to get him angry if I asked him to show me his hand. But right now he's hurt and needs help. I swallowed hard and built up the courage to tell him. Let me see your hand! I stepped in front of him and forcefully took hold of his wounded hand.
Oh, this little human just took my hand! Let go, human!
I wasn't quite sure what came over me, but I was scared and yet I didn't want to back down. No! No. Just stay still.
Okay.
That's quite unexpected for him to back down and doesn't fight back. You really did get bitten. This is bad. That snake could have been poisonous.
What does it matter to you, human?
Well, the bigger the snake, they're not really poisonous, but actually the smaller the snake, they're poisonous. Right? Or maybe I'm wrong. Oh no, sorry. The bigger the scorpion, no, that's not poisonous. The smaller the scorpion, no, that's poisonous. Okay. He tried pulling his hand away from me, but I persistently held on to him. I have to do something. That's right. I just have to suck out all the poison. No,
Dracula don't suck. Dracula bite and lick. How? Dracula bite and lick. Yes, Dracula don't suck.
I remember watching it on TV once. It's better than nothing. Just hold still. I have to suck it out. Then make sure not to swallow any. I pressed my lips on the area where he was bitten and began extracting the poison. Like, That's strange. His scales, they feel so smooth. I always thought they'd be kind of rough and sharp around the edges. I mean, he must be using a lot of lotion. Woo! I tried sucking out the poison as much as I can and spat it out. There, that should do it. I hope.
That was unnecessary. Human.
Oh, it's the only thing I know if you get bitten by a snake. And, well, I've never been poisoned before. So, are you?
I won't die if that's what you're getting at, human.
Oh, that's good. It's not much, but this is all I can do to repay you for protecting me. As I pulled his hand away from me, he began picking up the fishes and he had dropped on the floor earlier. There wasn't much to say, except I hope I did the right thing.
Let's move. We're not far now.
Okay. Wow, it's gotten a lot darker all of a sudden. Good thing we made it back before sunset. After hauling all those fishes back here, I think my arms and legs are about to break. We haven't spoken much since getting back and eating our food. The fishes he made this time wasn't any different from the last. I'm starting to get a bit tired of eating plain grilled fish. Well, at least the silence between us doesn't feel too bad. Not sure why. I mean, we've sat here before eating like this. Up until now, he practically told me I was a nuisance, like a bad thorn to his backside. But right now, it feels different. Different in a good way, I guess.
Hey!
What is it?
Come. Oh! Oh! Is that time now?
Wonder what's up with him all of a sudden. Okay. Is there something over there in the forest? I got up from where I was sitting comfortably and followed him into the woods. It's a bit dark and creepy during the night. We walk further into the woods until no traces of light from the campfire can be seen. The only source of light remaining is the moon that's shining brightly above us. If it wasn't for the moon, I think we'll be walking blindly in the dark. It wasn't— ooh! Hot spring! Oh yeah, I remember this. It wasn't long before we arrived at something I would never expect to see out here. Wow, it's a hot spring! I remember watching a documentary that a certain country was really popular with these. There's so much steam coming from the water too.
Hurry up and get in.
Huh? Huh? You want me to be naked? You mean now?
Don't make me repeat myself.
But I'll have to take all my clothes off, and that means I'll be naked.
Yeah. And you think that matters to me?
Yes, because I saw this gay porno! Tee-hee-hee-hee!
That puny human body of yours doesn't interest me.
Well, not yet. It's a little embarrassing, but... okay. Well, if it's alright with you, then... I turned to look away from Gora and took off my clothes quickly. Oh, Yeah. Leaving my clothes behind on the floor, I walked up to the spring and dipped my foot into to test the temperature. Just right. I placed my foot in further and soon realized the water wasn't as deep as I thought it'd be. I went in slowly, walking further into the spring until the water was just above my waist. This should be okay. I sat myself down. The water was just enough to cover up my chest up. I've always wanted to try soaking in an outside hot spring. I turned to look at Goro out of curiosity. He removed all his clothes and slowly made his way into the water. Oh God, okay, woo! I couldn't help but noticing that huge scar on his chest. He's like Luffy from One Piece. Did he get into a fight with a wild animal or something? No, he did! His name is Wolverine! I wasn't quite curious as to what he actually looks like down there. It's not every day and you get to meet a dragon after all. I took a quick glance at his nether regions. It's nether, not neither regions. It's nether regions without trying to be obvious. Where is it? It's a slit, you it. Why doesn't he have one? How in the world do they do it? I tried not to stare too much as it made him feel uncomfortable. Instead, I looked towards the sky where the stars are visible during the night. It feels great. Do you always come here? He didn't say much but only gave a faint nod. We both sat there watching the stars twinkle in the night sky. It's an amazing experience, something I could never imagine in a million years. I want to sing the Million Dreams right now, but I feel it's gonna be copyrighted, but never mind. Sitting here in a hot spring, enjoying the night view, and as I looked towards Goro, I noticed his expression was somewhat sad. What's with him all of a sudden? Why the painful expression in his face? I mean, he even said it before, that being sad is not part of his emotions. And yet, why does he look like that?
What, human?
If you don't mind me asking, have you been living here since you were born? It's okay. You don't have to answer. I got ahead of myself for asking. Sorry. Way to go and make an awkward moment out of this.
Why do you ask, human?
It's just that I've always wanted to get to know you better. You might not believe me, but from the first moment we met, I did think to myself that it would be great if we could touch each other.
What?
Become friends.
Friends. I don't know when. The earliest memories I have was somewhere cold and dark and scary.
That doesn't sound very comfortable. And definitely doesn't sound like he was living on this island.
I was always locked up in a small room.
A room? Was he being treated as a pet or something?
Every day will be the same as the last.
What about your parents? Or siblings?
I don't have this thing where you humans call family to begin with. Ever since I was born, I have been alone.
It must have been hard for you, like your dick.
It's nothing special.
So all this time, he's been locked up and living all alone by himself. I think I can relate in a way, although my case isn't as severe as his. To live in a place where you're supposed to call home, yet only to find nothing but an empty and meaningless shell as your only comfort. So, how did you end up here on this island?
You really do have no decency as a human.
I mean... Sorry. I just blurted it out without thinking.
I escaped, found myself a boat and ended up here by chance.
I see. The place you was living must be the place you was living must have been really bad. I didn't realize how insensitive my words were, so I turned to look towards him and tried to apologize. I'm sorry, that wasn't what I meant. Oh. Well. Get now, huh? He sat there frozen in fear as if remembering a really long and horrible nightmare. At this point, I couldn't help but call out to him. Hey, are you okay? I'm fine. If you say so. Must have touched a very sensitive subject here. Me and my big mouth. That light. That sound. No. Stop! What? I can't hear him. What's he saying? Hey, are you sure you're okay? I watched as he began to trembled. My words didn't seem to reach him, and now he sat there completely silent. Ugh. Something's not right. Starting to shake uncontrollably. Actually, if you listen well, and if you have headphones right now, listen well. If you listen well, there's actually people talking on the left side of the headphones or earphones. You can actually hear it. Something's not right. He's starting to shake uncontrollably. This is bad. I get the feeling that if he stays in that state any longer, things are going to get very dangerous. I don't want to do that. For me, what should I do? Goro? It's no good. If that's the case, then I'll just have to do this. I pushed the surface of the water with the palm of my hands and managed to cover his face with water. Oh! No! That seemed to work. Although I think I'm gonna be in trouble now.
What the hell was that for, human?
You didn't seem like you were responding when I called you, so... You were really out of it just then, and began mumbling to yourself. Is everything okay?
No. I relapse from time to time thinking about the past.
Must have been one hell of a pass for you to go into a trance. Not to enter a trance like this. Oh, I saw the future.
You want to know why, human?
Well, I'm curious. I mean, what's the harm in knowing? Right? Yeah. I want to know. I want to know every detail and everything.
I was kept in the dark. Alone in the dark? Ding 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 ding. Isolated from the rest of the human civilization. No one was to know of my existence.
But you ran away, right? If you did, wouldn't you attract a lot of attention to yourself?
I was able to escape into a boat because of the uproar I created.
What kind of...
I destroyed it! The facility. Humans. Everything.
Oh, okay.
The whole place fell under and fire spread throughout the area. Humans panicked and ran as I escaped. Some even tried to hunt me down.
I don't understand. You're not as bad as you look, and you've done nothing wrong. So, why would they want to lock you up? What was it that they did for you to...
Biogene mutilation. And multiple experiments.
Is the same experimentation? Experiments like that. Biogene mutilation?
One day after another. Doing anything and everything for results. At first, they fed me and raised me normally, but things gradually changed. They started to do various experiments to my body. They injected small amounts of animal genes into me every day, including human genes. Fed me nothing but water for a whole month, tortured me with strange equipment and inserted experimental objects into my body, and also his... At first, I thought this was just something temporary, until one day, I fell asleep in my room. My body was completely dead and exhausted, but when I woke up, I found myself chained to a table. I still remember the pain. Something sharp cutting into my body. Blood pouring out of my chest. And when my anger took over, I lost control of myself, and I began destroying everything around me. I became Wolverine! When I came into my senses, I stood over a bunch of humans. Their bloodied corpses laid on the floor. my hands covered in blood. It was then that I realized what I had done. I killed those humans that tortured me.
Huh? Wait, what did I wanted to say again? Just hearing all this is making me really upset, so much that it aches inside.
There must be something wrong with me. Talking to a human as if you'll understand.
I do understand. But at the same time, I don't think I can understand that same level of pain and torture you've been through.
Don't let it bother you, human. It's just a stupid story about the past. Time to get out.
How can you say that so casually? If that was me, I don't think I would have the will to live. To be born into this world alone, chained up in some room just to be some kind of tool for those people, and maybe even hating your life because there's no escape. It's not normal. Not for humans, animals, or dragons. In fact, it's to science! It's extremely cruel.
It's morning already?
That's a funny snore coming from him. I feel like I'm starting to understand him a bit better. The way he talks to me, his bad attitude, and the constant distance we kept between us. It's all because of those sick research people doing all those horrible things to him. I guess he's never had that encounter before, like receiving comfort from a friend or having someone to talk to. But even so, being treated like that is... It's no good thinking about it. I don't want to trouble him any more than I have. If anything, I should leave here as soon as possible, but it's been 2 days and I haven't figured out a good way to get myself off this island. Hasn't word got out of the media yet? Maybe I should try sending out a fire signal or placing stones to form an SOS message at the beach. It's the only option I could think of to get help. But if I did that, it'll cause a lot of problems for Goro. Archaeologists, researchers, and many others might come to explore this place. Which means, this whole island will be flooded with strangers. And if they see him, they'll most likely... I don't want to cause any unnecessary problems. Not for him. Looks like he's waking up. Good morning.
And ignored. Of course he'll ignore me. Morning.
Decency! He's becoming decent! Holy short! It's the start of something new. It feels alright to be here with... Wait, sorry, what? Sorry, what? Sorry. You know, about last night... never mind. It's nothing.
Fine, if that's what you're going to ask.
How did he know what I was going to ask him that? That's good to know. So, what are we going to do today? Yeah, Brain! What are we gonna do today?
The same thing we always do, Pinky. Try to take over the world. I think you've got the wrong idea here, human. I plan on going into the forest by myself.
Oh, right. It seems like his mind is quite set on doing something today. I guess there's no point in asking to let me go with him. Besides, after all that's happened to him, it's no surprise he doesn't want me around. Well, I'll just lay low for the day and stay here.
Not going to be persistent today, Not going to be persistent today, I see. I won't be back after sundown. So stay here and don't do anything stupid while I'm gone.
Okay. And then after that he comes back and then there's fire. Like, what did you do? I did something stupid. Must resist stupidity impulse. I won't. I promise.
I'll take your word for it.
With that, he gave me a faint nod and began walking towards the woods. Into the woods! And watch as he disappears into the forest. Guess I won't be seeing him for a while. It felt kind of sad having him go all by himself. Not only that, but it's been a while since I've been left alone too. And to be honest, I don't like being alone. It scares me so much that I can't help but think about the past. But after hearing his story, it's like my past is nothing compared to his. It might be hard at first, but I think it's about time I tried getting used to being alone. Since it's going to happen sooner or later anyway. Well, now that I've got all the time in the world, what should I do now? I better find something to keep my thoughts occupied. First things first, I gotta keep my energy up. I guess so, I'm gonna eat a lot of fruits. There seems to be some fruit left over. I guess I could eat some of those. But the pineapple would require some work to open. There's 2 mangoes here and a pear. Guess a mango and a pear will do for now. As I sat there in comfort, eating the sweet fruits and enjoying every bite, I wondered to myself what Goro was doing. Ever since I met him, I've noticed that he seems to go off by himself. No use thinking about what he's up to. I don't think I could ever find out just by guessing. I finished up by taking one last bite on the fruit. Well, that wasn't so bad at all. Although I think I'm slowly being converted into a vegetarian. Now that I think about it, maybe I should get myself some fish for tonight. After all, his grilled fish is a bit bland. Not that I'm complaining, just that it could do with something extra, something pizzazz. I've already learned how to catch a few, so it shouldn't be a problem. The only question is what to do with it afterwards. Oh! I just remembered! I think on one of the cooking channels I used to watch said something about making grilled fish with fruits. You donkey! You should know that grilling fish with fruits make it extra delicious! Put some lemon in it, you fucking nut mud! If I'm not mistaken, I could use pineapple and mango together. Oh really? What you gonna do? Put them on pizza too? I shouldn't have a problem prepping the mango. But the pineapple, it screams for pizza! But the pineapple, I might need his help after all. Well, for now, I'll go and get some fish. But the snakes! The tiger! What should I do? I could go, but it might be dangerous. This is frustrating! Right, I've decided. I'll go before he gets back. Phew! Made it here in one piece. Maybe you didn't walk, you slide. I better make this quick. First, a big heavy rock. This'll kill him. This one will do. This is really heavy! I tried to balance myself to pick up the rock, trying to not topple over, and then Yuichi is laughing from afar like, you can't even lift a freaking rock, Naruto? How in the world does he lift this and make it look easy? And pulled the rock towards me and lifted it up above my head. Okay, let's aim at the rock over there at the river. Alright, you are the rock. The rock! And toss it in. I mustered all the strength I can gather and I threw it in. My back! That was tough. Tough! Did I hit it? I stood there waiting, watching to see if any fishes would come up. It's no good. Maybe I didn't do it properly. As soon as I was about to give up, I noticed a few fishes had floated to the surface of the water. Yay! I guess it worked. I guess hard work does pay off. I pulled up a few big leaves nearby and left them on the floor. With that done, I got into the water and began collecting the fishes. I placed them on the leaves. I prepared and wrapped them up. All done. Just need to hurry and get back. Phew! Got back here safe and sound with all the... I can't believe the sun is setting already. Did it take me that long to get a few fishes? Then again, it was a very long walk. Good thing I got back before Goro did though. After all that walking around, I sure worked up an appetite. I wonder if 6 is enough. As I pondered on how to prepare the fish, mango and pineapple, a large figure emerged from the forest. Hmm? Oh, welcome back! I thought you wasn't coming back after sunset. What happened to you? Yeah, what happened? Really, what happened? I don't see any marks or anything. What's with all those cuts and bruises? I noticed he was all covered in leaves and bits of wood. Huh. What is he holding there? Are those eggs? They are. And what of it? Did you, by any chance, hurt yourself climbing up a tree to get those? No! Do you want some? Your eggs? Yes, please. Did he go out this way just to get those for me? Yes, please. Oh my god! Yes, please! Bring me some firewood. I'm on it. La-di-da. It wasn't long before we sat around the warm fire he made. I watched him with excitement as he began cooking the eggs. Oh, that reminds me! Could you cut this pineapple open for me? Please? He didn't say a word but held out his hand as if to tell me to give it to him. I watched in anticipation, expecting him to cup the fruit with his claws, but instead, he took out a sharp-looking rock hidden within other rocks. Huh. You had a knife all this time? It's not a knife. Just a rock I happened to sharpen over the years. That's pretty handy. Slowly and accurately, he cuts away the outer layer of the fruit until the flesh of the pineapple has all that's left. Here. Ah, thank you. Now we're gonna make some pineapple on pizza. Pineapple on pizza? Is it okay for me to borrow that for a while? He paused and looked at me with concern, unable to grasp the question I had asked. Just don't try anything funny, human. Okay. Hee. I guess a human holding something like this brings back memories of his past too. I won't. I took the fish I caught earlier and began cutting into it from the side. I'm sure this is the correct way of doing it. I just have to remember how it was done on TV. As I was preparing the fishes, I've noticed how Goro had took his eyes away from me. He began focusing on the eggs that were sizzling by the fire. I removed the bones from the fish and began stuffing the inside with chunks of mango and pineapple. It wasn't long before he removed the eggs from the rock he was using as a hot plate. Is it alright for me to use that next? What are you? Ah, wrong! What are you planning, human? It's nothing special. I thought I'd try cooking today. He didn't say anything, but only nodded for approval. I placed the stuffed fishes on top of the rock and left it to cook. Do you have anything I can use to turn this over with? Otherwise, the other side won't be cooked properly. This is getting troublesome. Sorry. Just tell me when to turn them over. The smell of cooked fish mixed with the fruity scent began to fill the air. For a moment, I was sure I heard his stomach growl. Oh, did I hear that someone is hungry? Is that drool forming around his lips? Ah! It's ready! I grabbed a big leaf I prepared earlier and scooped the freshly cooked fish into it. Here, this is for you. No, it's fine. I can't eat all this by myself, so... Either you eat it or I'll have to feed it to some wild animals in the forest.
Fine. Everyone, you're fine. Okay, just because my stomach is growling. If you insist. He stared at the fish first for a moment, unsure to what he was about to experience. Even so, the smell was too captivating. He took one large bite on the fish, making sure not to spill the fillings inside. So? How is it? He hasn't stopped chewing since the first bite. Is it that bad? As soon as he swallowed, he instantly took a few more bites out of the fish and then swallowed without hesitation. Well, it's good. I don't think I've ever seen him smile like that before. I'm glad I put in the effort making this. Is it really? Well, why don't you try it yourself?
At this point, I don't think I need to. Just having him telling me it tastes good is more than enough. It felt refreshingly good, knowing that the meal I cooked was appreciated. It's been quite some time since I've done any cooking and for someone else. Still, the feeling of eating together tonight felt great. Silent as always, but it was completely different today. Phew! That was great. It was my first time making it too. You know what the saying is. The way to a man's heart is through his stomach. It was my first time making it too. And thank you for the eggs.
Do you, cook a lot?
This is a surprise. I think it's the first time he's actually wanted to talk and ask something about me. Well, from time to time, I guess. Although it's mainly for myself back at home. It's a hobby. But I'll admit the fish and fruits here are really something else. They were extremely fresh and really tasty. I don't think I could ever get anything like that back at home. The fish especially was a lot of work getting those. Ha ha. What's wrong?
Fish. So tell me something, human. Where did you get these? You went to the waterfall?
Uh-oh. I forgot. That promise we made during the day. Oops. Yeah.
Didn't I tell you not to go and do anything stupid, human?
Look, it's alright.
It's not alright.
Please don't be angry. I mean, I made it back in one piece.
I'm not angry. You broke our promise.
He's just worried. Well, it's not like I did it just to break our promise. I mean, if I told you I'll go and get some fish, you wouldn't let me either way.
Don't underestimate the forest, human.
I'm not. I just wanted to
To what?
make something nice for us to eat.
Just don't go by yourself next time.
I won't.
It's getting late. Get some rest.
Can I have a hug? Oh! I glanced over at Goro to see if he was awake. Seems like I woke up first. Just looking at him stirred up some memories from yesterday. Sure, I might have broken our promise unintentionally, but even so, he didn't have to get that angry with me. I watched as he slept like a log beside the campfire and snoring away. That's a funny snore. He's no different from any human being. Sure, he may be a dragon, but at least he thinks and acts like a human. So far, I've yet to see him breathe out fire or ice. Or electricity. Yeah. And then again, if he ever did something like that, it wouldn't make a difference. It's not like he's the alpha of a pack of dragons. Oh, he's waking up. Good morning. He didn't reply, but only gave a faint nod while rubbing his eyes. What's he sniffing around for? This is the first time I've seen him like this, and he also mumbling to himself.
We need to move. Hey!
Yes? Oh yeah, this is the part where they go to the cave. Okay. What's up with him all of a sudden?
We'll be moving to a different spot to camp from now on.
Huh? Why's that?
A storm is coming.
A storm? But the weather looks great. Surely it's...
Do you doubt me, human?
No, I'm not. Still, it's hard to believe. So, what should I do to help?
Nothing.
He got up from the floor and began stretching his body, and then started walking towards the woods. But wait! I thought we were...
Just stay here, human. This storm is not something you can handle.
It's just a stupid storm. It's not like it'll hurt me or anything. Oh, no. This is like Hurricane Katrina, Hurricane Bagyong Ondoy, Bagyong Frank. That kind of storm.
Enough with your senseless talk! You humans are fragile creatures. Even the slightest change is enough to kill you.
Fine. But I won't just sit here and do nothing.
Go gather some firewood. We need enough for a few days.
What's with him today and his attitude? Especially first thing in the morning. Fine. Worked fine. Phew! That should be enough. Isn't he back yet? Talk about slacking.
Ah! No! Not now! My clothes! My clothes are still out there drying under the sun!
What? Was that thunder?
Hey!
Ah! He's back. What took him so long?
Yeah, what took you so long? Bring those here and tie them with this.
What's this? He held out his hand holding some sort of rope that resembles the vines from the forest.
Make sure it's tight. Like my
Okay. How in the world do I tie this all up?
Make it quick, human!
I'm trying! I'm just tying it however I can for now. I'm going to wrap it around a few times and tie a double knot. Oh, that's not gonna work. Here! There! That should do it.
You don't have time, human! Move!
Alright, I'm moving! I'm moving as fast as I can! We've been walking down a path so steep that it's become extremely hard for me to maintain my balance. If I'm not careful, I might get hurt. And how much longer do we have to walk anyway? He hasn't said a single word since we left. Wasn't this storm supposed to show up soon or something? What's wrong?
Why did we stop? We'll be climbing up there, human.
Ah! Here? We'll be climbing here? Poor Kay! Why? Oh! I looked towards where he was pointing to. But the vines! The vines! It's a huge wall covered with stones, rocks, and all sorts of greenery. And not just that, but it has all these big roots twisting and turning all over the place. Looks like it goes all the way to the top. Guess I'll be using those as foothold.
Here.
He then threw towards me yet another long piece of vine.
Tie that around yourself!
Okay, I got it, Mr. Grumpy. No need to shout. Done. There.
You happy?
Make
sure you attach that to the firewood.
Sure.
Hurry up!
Just follow my lead.
Just follow my lead.
I watch as he grabs hold of large vines and begins climbing the wall. I'm surprised he's able to do that without breaking them.
Don't idle around.
Okay, I'm going. With that, I began following his lead like he insisted. This is really tough for a beginner.
Climb faster!
I'm getting extremely irritated with him. I don't want to listen anymore. Okay, according to the guide of what I have here, just put up with him for now. Let out the biggest sigh and continued. What in the world does he expect from me?
Mountain climbing on a day like this!
And the rope tied around my waist with a bunch of firewood on my back is weighing me down too. Why are we even climbing this in the first place? Almost there. I pushed myself hard climbing on the unstable vines. My legs were about to break and I feel like my knees were about to give up on me. As we were approaching towards the edge of the cliff, I felt I was gradually losing my balance. Ah! Not good! I'm going to fall! Just as I was about to slip up and fall to my death, Goro thrusts out his hand and grabs onto mine.
Ah! Yeah! Pull yourself up, human!
As I tried to regain my footing, I felt slight movement shifting behind my back. Some of the firewood came loose. I watched in disappointment as they began to fall further away from me. Oh no! The firewood!
Exactly.
They came loose!
Leave them!
But!
I said leave them! Do you want to die that badly?
A bolt of lightning struck from afar, and soon rain began to pour from the sky. I am Storm! You better hide from me! Oh. You know what they say. Nobody hides from the storm!
What are you doing? Keep moving!
I tried to pull myself up by grabbing onto the nearest vine. Okay, now this one's wrong.
Hurry up!
Look, I'm trying my best! All the struggle, I had to go through the scale to the wall. We had managed to reach the top. Large droplets of rain fell from the sky. And each droplet that collided with the surface has enough to make a dent. I crawled into the landing and laid flat on the back. I crawled into the landing and laid flat on my back, trying to catch my breath. Time to rest! That's right. What?
No time to rest! We're not far now!
No time to rest. I nearly died back there, climbing up here. At this point, I couldn't even muster the energy to say anything. I got up ever so slowly and painfully before following him. We came to a stop outside the cave. What's with this crazy weather? It's just starting to rain heavily. Not only that, I feel the wind getting stronger. Kasi ang buhay ay weather lang. We'll be camping in there. A cave? It's so dark in here and it feels kind of damp. Wait here. Excuse me. This place doesn't look very comfortable and it's also really cold in here. There's a bunch of gigantic leaves left on the stone floor over there and some ashes over there. Looks like he's been here before. Hey! Take these and put those over there, human. I'm getting really annoyed at having him ordering me around with that attitude. I walk over to the place he'd pointed and dropped the firewood onto the floor. I can hear the echoes of the rainfall from outside. Sounds like it's raining even harder than before. You afraid? What? Are you afraid, human? Afraid? Afraid of what? No matter. What kind of question is that? Maybe it's because of what I went through today, but I'm getting more and more agitated by the second. Not that I could help, especially with the way he's been acting and talking to me. More importantly, hurry up and set up campfire. I'm all drenched from the rain and it's cold in here. Not a single word. He's obviously very upset with something. Was it because of the firewood that I dropped earlier? It's not like I could help it. They just fell out. You don't have to be that angry with me. I'm not. Yes, you are. I said I'm not! I could be no further. I could be no further from the truth. You've been really angry with me since this morning. Was it something I did? Was it the firewood I dropped? Ugh. It was, wasn't it? Ugh. Why don't you say anything? Are you that angry that you can't tell me? I told you it's nothing! Just shut up and stop talking, human! Oh, wait, that's not a fade. That's a wipe. Look. Whoop! That's it! I've had just about enough! Stop calling me human! I'm a person! I have a name, you know! If you're really angry with something I've done, just spit it out! I can't take this anymore. I want to go home. Yeah, what am I supposed to do? I try to be nice and do everything I can to be helpful. I know I'm causing you trouble for being here, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't talk to me like I'm dirt. From the beginning, all the way up until now. It just... Huh? What's this? Somehow I feel very dizzy. Oh, wait, go back. Dizzy. Oh. I've fallen, and I choose not to get up. Hey! What happened? Huh? What's this? These big leaves. When did I fall asleep here? I tried to regain my focus by looking around. Something feels heavy on my body. These aren't my clothes. Could this be his? I pushed myself off from where I was laying and sat upright. I must have been completely out of cold for him to change my clothes without noticing. Saying that, where's my clothes? My head throbbed with pain with each cough. I feel horrible. So he was right after all. A storm up here. Still, that doesn't explain why he was in a bad mood. I noticed Goro was nowhere to be seen. Where did he go? I looked towards the entrance of the cave as something was approaching. What's that sound? Footsteps soon echoed within the cave. Oh, it's just only you. Okay. Finally awake. He's completely drenched from the rain. What was he thinking going out like that? Here. He held out a bunch of purple leaves. It looks ominous. You want me to make tea out of it? What's that?
This should help lower your fever.
I took the leaves out of his hand and examined for a while. I brought the strange look. I brought the strange look into my mouth and hesitated before taking a bite. This tastes really bad.
Make sure you chew and swallow all of it.
I'm trying to. It would be a lot easier if I could get some water or something. I watched as he walked over to the corner of the cave and picked up something else.
Here, drink this.
He presented me a wooden bowl filled with brightly colored yellow liquid. This is his pee, his piss, his golden liquid. Oh, thank you.
I made that with some fruits.
He gave no hesitation to drink the juice he made for me. I gulped it down slowly. A sweet mixture of fruits swirled around my mouth and tongue. That was really good. Except for the leaves. So he's been out in the rain getting those herbs for me. Aren't you cold?
No, not really.
I placed my hand on his arm. You're freezing. If you don't dry yourself, you'll get sick.
I won't die from a little rain.
Yes you can, actually. Where are my clothes?
Over there.
I looked towards to where he was pointing. Why didn't I notice it earlier? You must be very tired, dude. Could I please have them? I watched him walk towards the wooden rack with my clothes hung up to dry.
Here.
It looked dry enough. I took my clothes from his hand and stood up. And I just used this to dry him off as much as I can. With that, I began dabbing his wet body with my clothes.
What are you doing?
Please, stay still. It's the least I can do to repay you. Tried my best to wipe off the water from his body, starting from his back. I've never really paid much attention, but he's got some really broad shoulders. You're feeling it now, huh, human? Big enough to carry a ship on them. I shook my head, trying to remove the unnecessary thoughts. What am I thinking? You're becoming gay, dude! There. It's better than being cold and wet at the same time.
You really are strange for a human.
Well, thanks. You're pretty strange for yourself.
After all the things I've said, how can you still worry about something that's not of your own kind? Don't you detest me?
I admit it. I was upset, frustrated, and angry, but I don't hate you.
Why? How can you not after all you've been through? And all the things I put you through?
That's because, well, because I love you! I don't really see you being any different from us. From me.
Don't go comparing your kind to me. I'm not human to begin with.
It's not about being human or about being something else. You have a heart. You've got feelings. You get hurt. You feel pain, loneliness, happiness. There's nothing different about us between us at all. At least that's what I've come to understand. You have goodness in you. I know that. I'm sure of it.
No, I'm...
Yes, you do. Otherwise, why would you even bother going out into the rain getting those herbs for me? It's getting cold. Why don't we sit beside the fire to warm ourselves up? Oh, and here, you might want this back. Ah, okay.
Keep it on.
No, it's okay. You can have it back. Besides, I'm sure just having that small campfire here isn't enough to warm you up. I'll just sit there and use these big leaves to keep warm. Yeah, keep warm. I noticed something. He has no nipples. Weird.
Thank you.
That sounded slightly strange coming from him, but to hear him say that makes me a little happy. I planted myself near the fire with my knees close to my chest. I pulled a few of the big leaves towards me that were on the floor and used them to cover myself. It was unexpected, but Goro moved over and sat next to me. It is feels strange, slightly strange and a bit uncomfortable because we've only ever sat on opposite sides from each other. Whee! Is something the matter? Those leaves won't be enough to keep warm, so I'll sit here. Next to you. Oh. Okay. That's very kind of him. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. And look away from Goro's as I cough while trying to suppress it by holding it in at the same time. I then took a deep breath and exhaled. Seems like it stopped for now. Suddenly, I felt a presence from behind. Goro had moved even closer! Goro? What are you? Shut up. Just hold still. Ah! Music! Really? This is the music choice! Wow, I did not expect this would be the music choice. Okay then. Well, it's been a long time since I played this. He's too close! I can feel his big body pressing against my back! I hope he's warm enough. Just by touching him, I can feel he's extremely cold. What? No. It's nothing. If you don't like it, just tell me. No, that's not it. Just a little surprise. That's all. And very unexpected. Huh? Why am I feeling nervous all of a sudden? It's the gayness in you! It's coming out in front of you and on your back! I know he's trying to keep me from getting cold. That's all. Nothing to it. Thank you for the herb and fruit juice earlier. I feel a lot better. And I'm sorry for shouting at you earlier. It's okay. I don't mind. It wasn't my intention to raise my voice at him, but keeping all my thoughts bottled up for so long, I just ended up exploding. You know, before coming to this island, I was on a trip to my favorite rocket ship, and it sank down like a Titanic. It was the very first time I got permission to do something I've always wanted to do, without being chained to a room. Your first time? Yeah. It made me really happy that my parents finally agreed to let me go on a trip to my favorite rocket ship. Although my parents didn't come with me. You went alone? No. I was with a tour group. I wasn't practically alone. Just sad. Why didn't you go with your family? I hesitated at those words for a moment. My parents prefer to spend more time at work than with their own child. There'll be days and even months where I don't get to see them at all. The house we live is normally empty because of their busy schedule. I guess you could say they just don't have the time for anything else. Don't you have any siblings or friends? I'm the only child in the family. As for friends, I don't have any either. It's kind of sad that a good-looking boy like him doesn't have friends. I think that's a lie. But that's all because I was kept inside the house every day. Ah, okay. So you weren't allowed to go outside? When I was 5, there was a time when I was kidnapped by some really bad people. The kidnappers at the time demanded a ransom in exchange for my safety. I can't remember how long I was held hostage, but it was scary. There were times where they'd left me in a small empty room with no light for hours. Of course I cried, unable to do anything and missing my parents. Some days later, I was found and rescued in a rundown cabin. I was really too young to understand what was going on at the time. Even so, it wasn't until I was older that I finally realized that what had happened to me back then. But But it was after that incident that my parents decided to keep me inside the house. Yeah. I wasn't allowed to go out. Everything I did, I had to do it at home. Sorry, I didn't mean to tell you something so depressing.
No, it's fine.
Anyway, I was happy that I'd finally gotten the permission to go on a tour. You can probably guess what happens next. The cruise ship I was on for my tour was swallowed up by the sea because of a huge storm. I remember evacuating onto these lifeboats, but the waves was so strong that I get swept away into the currents, and that's how I ended up here. I watched the flames in front of me as I paused, thinking if I had said too much. To be honest, I've never spoken to anyone about my past, not even to the people for homeschooling.
Are you angry at your parents?
Why?
For locking you up?
No, I can't say that I am. They only did it to protect me. A short silence came between us as I watched the flames in front of me flickering ever so gently. Were you lonely? Those words that he muttered under his breath was the first I've ever heard that not even my parents had asked.
No. I wasn't.
What? Wait. Oh, Goro asked this. Sorry.
Were you lonely?
And then he asked that, and then no, I wasn't. It was never very good at hiding my emotions, even though I always tried to make it sound like everything was fine. Which is why ending up on this deserted island, only to wake up and find no one but myself, was quite scary. I shuddered at the thought of being deserted and alone. Deserted. And of my past. I'm sorry. I know I did this already, but I haven't seen this in a long time, so... It was then that Goro started to wrap his arms around me. I flinched unexpectedly from his actions, but even so he held me tighter, holding me and hugging me ever so gently. I was completely taken aback from his actions that I began to feel something well up inside me. It's gayness!
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. It was those words he muttered gently to my ear that I was no longer able to hold it in. He was crying! Uh-huh. What's wrong with me all of a sudden? Why are you apologizing? Why? Why won't these tears stop falling? Tears rolled from my face as I began crying like I've never cried before. I tried my best to stop as I wiped them from my eyes, but Goro did nothing but held me tighter. It's been such a long time since I've cried like this. It feels so ashamed, so embarrassing. As the storm raged outside with the fire crackling in front of us, I continued to drown in my own tears. Somewhere between all of that, I was sure I heard Goro whispering to me, telling me that everything will be okay. That night, I spent every waking hour in his arms. Eventually falling into a deep sleep. Oh no! Don't stop! I woke up to find Goro sitting near the fire grilling a few fishes.
Sorry, did I wake you?
Oh, no you didn't.
Your clothes are dried. I left them beside you.
That's very considerate of him. It became apparent to me that I was naked the whole night with Goro beside me. Feeling slightly embarrassed, I grabbed my clothes and got dressed with my back facing him.
How are you feeling?
I feel great. Thank you for last night.
It was nothing. You don't need to thank me for it. I'm just making some fish. You want some?
Oh, he's offering his fish to you. Some potassium. Wait, no, banana is potassium. Wait, am I right? Sakto ko no? Fish has potassium, right? Yes, please. He sat beside me all night. I wondered if he had gotten any sleep. I watched as he takes one of the fishes from the fire and gives it to me.
Eat.
Eat while it's hot. Eat while it's hot! Thank you.
Your name.
Huh? I look at him slightly confused.
Your name. It's Naruto, wasn't it?
Yeah! I'm Boruto's dad! Yeah. That's the first time he's ever called my name.
Say my name.
I'll try. I'll try calling by your name from now on. Ah! Development!
What?
I'm just really happy. Thanks, Goro.
Sure.
When is the storm going to stop? It's been going on for a few days now. Not only that, I'm starting to feel slightly restless.
What's wrong?
No, it's nothing.
I won't be long until it won't be long until it stops.
I hope so. Because we're running out of firewood too.
That wasn't your fault.
No, it was. It was mine. I dropped them because of my carelessness.
Once the storm has ended, we'll get you home.
Home? Do you mean? What do you mean?
You wasn't entirely wrong when you said I was angry at the other day. Do you know why?
Come to think of it, I don't really know, man. I don't really know. All that time I thought it was me that had done something wrong. No, I don't.
I've been trying to repair a boat.
A boat? How did you manage to... It suddenly dawned on me. All that time while he had wandered off into the woods by himself and leaving me alone, was it then that he was working on it?
I'll let you know now. I wasn't doing it for you.
Yes, you were!
Oh, now you're doing it for me, right?
He's still not very honest with himself, is he? Huh. Thank you, Goro. I want a hug!
Don't thank me just yet. The boat won't arrive in this storm. It's probably in pieces by now.
It feels like a long time since I've seen him like that. If you want, I could help you repair it.
No, that's not what I...
It's okay. I'll do whatever I can to help out. He looked grateful when I said that, but the sad expression afterwards
told me something else. Do you want to leave here?
Oh! He doesn't want him to leave now. Maybe it's the first time he's experiencing love. I was stumped with this sudden questioning. I would do everything to go back at this precise moment. Going home, seeing my parents again, and then back to that empty house. After all that's happened, I should be happy knowing I can go home. But what's this pain inside my chest? What is this pain within me? I feel it's not the same. Am I been playing by the rules of my own game?
It's best for you to leave here.
But there's no guarantee I'll make it home on a boat. Especially when I'm just rowing on a boat on the sea. I think some shark will eat me, that just like in the deep blue sea. How?
I came to this island on that boat, so leaving here shouldn't be a problem.
You remember the direction you came from?
Yes.
But
the sooner this storm ends, the quicker I'll be able to go and make repairs on the boat. That's only if this storm hasn't swept it away into the sea.
Somewhere deep down inside told me that I'd be happy even if the boat did get swallowed up by the sea. What? Oh, okay, fine then. But I didn't want to be selfish or anything, knowing that he was going out of his way to help me. I just nodded in my head to agree with him. At last! I thought the storm was going to go on forever! Are we going to go and start on the repairs first?
No. We'll go to the campsite first.
I noticed he was carrying the rest of the firewood that we didn't burn. Maybe he's going to use those for tonight. Still, I wonder why he wants to go back there. Besides, it's been raining for so long. Wouldn't that place be a complete mess? And again, I'm not really looking forward to climbing down from here. Are we going to do another climbing session? No, we'll go through a different route this time. What's with that smirk? Not that I mind, I guess, since I don't get to see him like that every day. Stay close and follow me. I gave a firm nod in response and began walking next to him. We climbed around the cave and ended up going into a forest. Everywhere I looked, even the smallest of leaves sprouting from the ground were completely covered with droplets of water. I feel like I might slip if I'm not careful. It wasn't long until we came to a sudden stop. What's wrong, Goro? Shh! Is it the tiger? His expression changed all of a sudden. I tried observing my surroundings carefully while hiding behind him. Let's go. What was that all about? Is everything alright? It's fine. Nothing you need to worry about. It's a tiger, isn't it? Oh, okay, if you say so. Guess I shouldn't press him any further by asking. He said there's nothing to worry about, so maybe it's nothing serious. For now, change of plans. We'll go and start on the repairs for the boat. Huh? What about the campsite? That can wait. We need to get you home quickly. Quickly? What do you mean by that? Wonder what's wrong with him, telling me I need to go back quickly. Does he want to get rid of me that badly? The boat's not far from here. Can you walk? Yeah, I'll be fine. I stood there for a moment, feeling slightly upset from his words. Let's go. Oh, yeah, sorry. It can't be helped. In the end, I was only a stranger to him. Besides, it'd be better if I left it this way. We're here. Take a break. I look around the place, trying to find a comfortable place to sit and rest. Goro walked up to a large tree. He placed his hands on the trunk before leaning against it. I'm surprised he's okay with that. Over here. I pointed on the floor next to where he was standing. A large rock with a smooth surface was there, although it's slightly wet. I didn't complain about it and made my way towards him. Before I sat down, I brushed the surface of the rock with my hand to remove any excess water. Great, wet pants. Either way, but it's not as bad as the sneakers I've got on. They're completely covered in mud and other bits from the forest. That was a treacherous walk. I didn't think walking around like this after a storm would be that bad. So, is the boat a bit further from here? No, it should be here. That's strange. I don't see it anywhere. Doing Ari, it's in here. No, see, it's right there. Goro got off from the tree he was leaning on and began walking in front of me. There were a few bushes and branches bunched up together over there, but it was nothing out of the ordinary. He began pulling on the leaves and taking the loose branches away. Underneath all of that revealed a very old wooden boat covered in moss and all sorts from the storm. I thought you said there was a chance that the boat would be taken by the sea. The beach isn't far from here. Although I've known this part of the forest will be flooded during a storm. Oh, right. He examined the boat carefully, turning it over and looking to see if there were any problems. He walked up to me with a rather pained expression. I think that just says it all. I won't be getting off this island anytime soon. You're lucky it wasn't damaged too much. If it was damaged, then I guess we're gonna use Flex Seal! If it doesn't have a lot of damage, then we use Flex Seal! A mixture of joy and happiness rushed through my body, causing me to smile. Can I really go home? I looked at him with a full face of hope. He looked away from me, unable to react to my expression. He glanced over for a second and gave me a small nod. Don't do that! I leaped up from where I was sitting and wrapped my small arms around him. My eyes were full of tears. Tears of happiness. Thank you so much. Kiss him, kiss him, kiss him, kiss him. You're welcome. He pushed me aside gently and held me firmly on the ground by my shoulders, still looking away from me. There's a few things we need to do before we can get this out to sea. Yeah, I'll do anything to help. It's getting late. We'll head back to the campsite first. Weren't you planning on camping here?
No. I need to gather a few things before we can come back again.
Okay then.
Let's go. We'll get some fish along the way.
It's ready! I tried putting some extra fruits in it this time. I hope it tastes okay. He's such a good wifey. He used the remaining firewood from last night to start the campfire. Makes sense considering that everything is slightly damp. As we went to gather some fishes by the waterfall earlier, I was quite surprised when he said he wanted to eat some of my cooking again. Of course, I was happy. I mean, why wouldn't I be? It was the first time he asked me to cook for him. I dished up some of the fishes into a large leaf and gave them to him. Careful, it's hot.
Thanks. Oh.
It's kind of embarrassing having to hear him thank me. I'm just happy knowing you want to eat my cooking again. He blew gently at the fish before taking a huge bite. Is it okay?
It's not okay.
Is it really that bad? I didn't do anything different except adding more fruits to it. Well, you don't have to.
No, that's not what I meant. It's not just okay. It's really good.
For a moment there, I thought I made something inedible. So it's that good, is it? I just can't stop smiling at the moment.
Hurry up and eat. We're heading over to that hot springs after this.
This just gonna get any better! I've been dying to go for a good soak. We've been cooped up inside a cave for days. In fact, I think I can almost smell myself. Ew. I've been looking forward to this.
Yeah, so have I.
Oh, I took off all my clothes in a hurry and left them to one side and then cannonball! I started making my way to the water without having to test the temperature. My whole body warmed up in an instant. I began to relax like I haven't done in years. I feel like I'm in heaven. Oh, now you have interest in my body, eh? I look over to Goro and notice that he hasn't taken off his clothes. What's wrong? I thought you was looking forward to this.
It's nothing.
Is he blushing? That's pretty cute in a way. He took his clothes off starting from the top. As soon as he ended up taking the cloth covering his private parts, he stopped! I watched him undress and never gave it a second thought about looking elsewhere. Not that it should bother him because last time I checked, there were none.
Can you look the other way for a moment?
Okay! Sure. I turned with my back facing him and waited until he had settled down into the water. Can I turn around now?
Sure.
He's sitting pretty far away from me. Is something bothering him? You okay?
Fine. Never been better.
I look at him in disbelief.
It's nothing. I just thought I'd want some space to myself. That's all.
Something's not right here. I stood up, completely ignoring the fact that I was naked with my manhood facing him and approached slowly to where he was sitting.
What are you doing?
Nothing. I just thought I'd come over there and sit next to you.
No! Just stay there! I really want some space.
I was right. He's definitely hiding something. Okay. According to my guide is, ignore it and give the poor dragon some space. I stopped myself from approaching him and sat back down. Well, if you're that against me sitting next to you, I'll just stay here. No reaction, I see. Guess he really did want some space to himself. We've been stuck inside the cave together for a few days, so it's only natural he's acting like that. Can't blame him for wanting to be alone then. I look up the starry sky and not a single cloud to be seen. Strange considering the whole island was covered in gray clouds for so many days. It looks amazing up there.
Yeah.
You know, Goro,
What?
once I get off this island and go back home, I might never be able to come back here again. I mean, it's a good thing that I'm going home. I've traveled you for so long and all. I continued to observe the stars while I spoke. It felt like I was trying to confess my feelings towards them. Even though I've been through a lot more, I do feel that I will miss this place. But it'll be you that I'll be missing the most. I finally come to understand you a lot better and probably made the best friend I could ever ask for. So what I'm trying to say is, I'm really glad that I met you, Goro. I look over to him as he was about to say something. Seems like he's struggling to get his words out. Could it be something I said? I hope that isn't the case because I was only trying to tell him my feelings as a friend. I'm sorry. I must have made you feel uncomfortable. Just ignore everything
No!
Ah! He stood up quickly all of a sudden. It was so fast that the water rose up along with him. I closed my eyes due to his sudden reaction. He's angry? He must be, all because I said something creepy, didn't I? I felt him approaching me ever so slowly, and then he stopped. I can picture it now, his face full of rage! I opened my eyes slowly only to see him sitting next to me without the face of a savage beast.
Really?
Isn't it hot right now?
I can't just ignore everything you tell me. And besides, you're not the only one.
I looked at him extremely bewildered to what he had meant by that.
I'm also glad that I met you too. Naruto.
Naruto! Sasuke! Naruto! Sasuke! Naruto! Sasuke! Naruto! Sasuke! Naruto! Sasuke! Naruto! Sasuke! That really caught me by surprise. Never had I thought I would hear him say that to me. I couldn't bring myself to look at him. So I averted my eyes into the water in front of me. It was hard not to notice my reflection staring back at the same time. My face is flustered and red with embarrassment. I'm happy, there's no doubt about it, but what is this feeling inside? I felt my heart raising unlike anything I've ever felt before. It's the gay! It's the gay! I got to think of something to say! Otherwise, things will get awkward! Okay, according to the guide, I must talk about something random. Okay. Something random. Anything. Just pick a topic. I know! Have you ever thought about leaving here? Ah! What in the world am I saying? Of course he doesn't. If anyone sees him, of course they would freak out, and people worse than those researchers would hunt him down.
Yeah.
I looked at him worried, hoping that I didn't say anything too inconsiderate.
I've never been anywhere else, and I don't intend to leave this place.
That's exactly what I get for asking something so stupid. Ah. Right.
But
What?
I guess if it's with you.
Ah! Ah! Woo! Ah!
I don't mind
Going anywhere. Ah! More! He looked away from me, flustered as he muttered the last words.
even if it means that I have to leave here.
Those words struck me like a bolt of lightning. I see. That's all I can do to reply. I couldn't think of anything else, not with how I felt at this moment. My heart's pumping over so fast, to the point where I can almost hear it.
Would you like that?
I looked down to the surface of the water, face flustered and red, heart racing and mixture of feelings jumping all over the place. Yeah, I'd like that. I know that even if he tells me something like this, living here and going into the world of humans is not something that could be made possible. I frown on the thought that I would have to leave him soon.
What's wrong?
It's just that... Wait, should I even tell him what I'm thinking? I don't want to burden him with my feelings. It will be too sad knowing that he will be holding on to them forever. I mean, I don't even know if I can come back to here ever again. No, it's nothing. I look up to him, and tried my best to give an honest smile. A look of concern for his brows.
I know. I could never leave here.
I twitched slightly due to hearing his words. Then, why would you say that? Why would you even consider for a moment it would be a good idea to leave here?
Because
I don't want to give you false hope, especially when there's a chance that I could never come back here again. It's too painful, knowing that I can leave, but for you it'll be...
It's not painful for me.
Why? How can you say you're...
I don't care how long it takes. How many days or how many years. Even if you go, even if you never know when you can come back again. I'll wait.
But... He planted his hands on my shoulder firmly and pulled me towards him. I tensed up the moment our lips met. His soft and tender touch made me melt from the inside. The feeling of his gentleness lingered as he releases me.
I'll wait for you no matter how long it takes.
I smiled at him while small tears of happiness streamed down my red cheeks. Ah! Damn it, curse this game. We sat side by side quietly, watching the moon and stars that shine brightly in the sky. Goro placed his arm around my shoulder and held me close, unwilling to let go of me. Now see this, amicus! This is what you should have done! Oh! Thank you, Goro. I'll come back, I swear. You know where to say in return? You can need to watch the stars, staring at them as they twinkle. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder where you are. Up above and you're so high. What the... The smile he had on his face told me everything that I needed to know. The bright sunlight beaming down on my face woke me from my sleep. I rubbed my eyes, yawning while stretching my arms and legs like a cat had finished taking its nap. It's morning already? I turned to look beside me and saw Goro still fast asleep. Aww, that's so sweet! That's so sweet. Wait lang ha. Wait, excuse me. No, shut up! Ah! No, that! Very good. I think someone deserves a boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. After he kissed me, we came back to the campsite and fell asleep together. He still got me wrapped up in his arms. I can't believe we were asleep like this the whole night. That's a cute snore for a big dragon. Oh. He looked at me while blushing slightly. Morning. Morning. I still feel a little embarrassed and nervous looking into his eyes. Did you sleep well? I didn't just sleep well. I slept like a baby! The way you embraced me last night made me feel safe and secure. If only I could sleep like that every night. Yeah, I slept really well. Thanks, Goro. He released me from his arms and got up from the ground. We're going to get a few things today to prepare you for your journey. Okay. That's right. The day is nearing for me to leave this island. We'll be gathering some provisions for you. How much do we need? Enough for 3 days to 4 days. That much? You need at least that much if you want to survive. 3 to 4 days on a boat at sea. What if another storm comes along? That won't happen. Huh? It's very unlikely for another one to appear. I know this because of the previous storms. That's a relief. We'll gotta move on once you're ready. Okay. It's so humid today. The weather is really unpredictable on this island. I wish it could rain a little right about now. Just so I can cool down a bit. Here. Should be fine. Let's take a break here, Naruto. Naruto! Goro! I didn't think we'd be stopping so early. I can carry on walking, Goro. I'm not really tired or anything. No. We'll stop here. Maybe he's the one feeling tired. Well, alright then. Guess I'll take it easy for now. I planted myself on the ground and stretched out my legs. Still, it's really hot today. Goro settled down by leaning next to a tree with the sun beaming down on him. Aren't you hot, Goro? Yeah, aren't you hot, Goro? Oh, yes I am! He looked around aimlessly as he answered. Oh, yeah, it's good. What's wrong with him? Is something on his mind? Maybe he's just hungry. Do you want me to go and find something for you to eat while you rest? What? No, just stay there. You sure you're okay? I looked at him with a concern as he was acting a little different than usual. I'm fine. I'm going to head off for a little bit. I promise me you'll stay here. What's got into him all of a sudden? You're acting really strange, Goro. You just promised me, Naruto! He looks really serious. The way he stares into my eyes forces me to nod my head in return. That scared me a little bit, especially with the way he reacted. I'll be back soon. Don't go anywhere. Wait, Goro! I watched him as he hurried off into the woods, brushing past the tall grass and leaves. What was that all about? Something just doesn't feel right. He looked quite nervous or maybe a little on edge. Everything was fine up until we came into the woods. Into the woods! Goro, why hasn't he come back yet? I feel like I've been sitting here for a long time. I'm starting to get a bit worried, and then all of a sudden I hear I'm the king of the singers, roll a dongo battery. Do oobe doo, I wanna be like you, ooh ooh. I wanna talk like you, walk like true, it's true, whoa 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 whoa. Maybe I should go look for him. But what if he comes by when I leave here? Also, I kind of promised him not to move from this spot. What am I to do now? I lowered my head down in frustration, feeling restless and unable to think of what I should be doing. And here I thought we'd be spending the last day or two together, gathering some food. I thought the food made my stomach growl. I'm so hungry. A sudden rustling from a bush in the distance caught my attention. Goro? Is that you? Chill ran down my spine. A chill ran down my spine, eh? I got scared because there were no response when I called out. Goro? Goro? You there? Sweat began to form on my skin from the uncertainty in front of me. I stood up slowly as I looked around, observing and listening to my surroundings. Goro, if you're there, please answer me. Silence took over with nothing but the sound of chirping birds and buzzing cicadas in the forest. Phew. The bushes from a distance rustling again and this time. What? Ah! It's a tiger! It's a tiger! Take this! And 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 this! It's a tiger! And it's huge! And it's huge too! That size isn't normal! What should I do? It's snarling at me. Does it think I'm its prey? My prey! Your ass is glass, you little human man! I'm scared. My legs won't move. I watch in terror as the large feline circulate around me from a distance. Tears began to form as I imagined the worst case scenario. My body became stiff, my heart was beating extremely fast, and my breathing got heavier by the second. This is what you get for a modern tiger ending. I flinched as it bared its fangs and leapt towards me. Oh no! Oh, guardian tiger, why would you forsaken me? Help! Goro, somebody help! I shut my eyes in fear and curled up into a ball. My body wasn't ready to face the fact of the moment where the wild beast will sink its deadly teeth into me. The sound of my heartbeat was ringing loudly in my ear. It was the only thing left that I could hear. What are you doing? Get up! I opened my eyes to find Goro on the floor and the ferocious tiger on top of him. He struggled continuously, trying to hold back the giant feline from its deadly claws. Goro! Run! His voice echoed loudly as I stood there watching helplessly. But... I said run! Okay, the answer here. Get out of here! I fumbled as I began to run, but got back on my feet. What should I do? At this rate, Goro will. Okay, I tried this before. So if I pick up the nearest and biggest looking stick, I died. Grab the nearest rock, I died. So get up and run for it. Get out of here! I turned on my heels and began running away. I felt awful, powerless, pathetic, and useless. So I have to run! A mixture of feelings began to well up inside me. Teardrops began to form and roll off from my face while I ran. I don't even know where I should run to. My mind was completely overwhelmed by the tiger and bad things that might happen to Goro. I began to worry for Goro's safety and started to slow down. I'm such a coward for leaving him behind. All this time I've been running away from my past because I was scared to face it. Running away from my parents because I didn't have the courage to talk to them properly. And now, from Goro, everything, all of it. I'm always trying to find the easiest way out when it comes to things that matter. I don't want to run anymore. I'm tired of running. I began sprinting towards the campsite. It's not far, but I can make it there and back. I ran like I've never ran before and arrived there sweating and breathing hard. Huffity. It should be here somewhere. I shuffled around near the campfire looking for the campfire song. I see a okay. Looking for a certain item. Got it! It was the rock that Goro had sharpened that I used for cooking. This should do it! This'll kill him. I held into the object and ran back at the scene as quick as I can. And the thought of Goro being attacked and covered in blood pushed my body to move even quicker. Running through the forest, ignoring my surrounding, cutting and bruising myself, I didn't care. At this precise moment, whatever happens to me are unimportant. Right now, I've got to go back and save Goro! Goro! I came into view with the tiger at the distance. Goro was backed up into a tree with his left arm dripping with the blood. The tiger seems to be on its guard as it circled around Goro like... You stupid dragon man! I will eat you! And I will kill you with my claws! This is my chance! Goro kept his watch on the tiger for any sudden movement. They both snarled at each other like a predator on its prey. I grip onto the weapon tightly, trying to muster up the courage and creep up to the nearest tree and go. The tiger didn't seem like it had noticed my presence. I waited until it was close enough for me to reach. My heart throbbed all the way up to my throat. I swallowed hard. Almost there. The tiger gaze was fixed onto Goro. Its back became visible to me. Here! Watcha! I leap out of the tiger with the weapon ready to strike.
Naruto!
It was sudden, but the tiger leapt to the side and almost avoided my attempt to attack him. Whee! You miss! Growl! I got the power of anime on my hands! The tiger growled in pain. In pain? It was like I just managed to graze it on its side. I fell onto the ground, face first, as the weapon flew out of my hand. Oh,
No! Naruto! Idiot! What are you doing here?
I turned over to look at the tiger. Its focus was now on me.
Get up!
Those bloody, thirsty feline eyes staring down at me gave me shivers.
Move!
I can't!
Grr!
A ferocious tiger leapt towards me, claws ready and fangs covered in blood.
Grr! Now it's time for me to feast on gayness. Ah! Kagebuchi no jutsu! Ah! Naruto! Grr!
Goro picked up the weapon on the floor and thrust it at the tiger's head with extreme force. The wild animal fell into the ground, laying on its side and completely still. Blood was now oozing out of its head. I sat there trembling as I looked up to Goro with his left arm dripping on his own blood.
Why did you come back?
I wasn't able to find the words that I wanted to say. In fact, I couldn't. My mind was telling me no! Was still in shock from all that's happened.
What the hell were you thinking? You could have died there.
But I
told you to run! Not come back and get yourself killed! You humans will never learn!
You're wrong! I can't blame you for getting angry and... I'm sorry I came back! I'm sorry I tried doing something so dangerous without thinking it through properly! But I'm tired of running! I don't want to run anymore! Not now! Not ever! I want to face things head on! He looked at me, took a deep breath and sighed.
Don't do anything like that ever again. Otherwise, I won't be able to stop worrying.
I could say the same thing to you. You told me to run away and I did it without thinking. But all that time while I was running away, I was thinking of you. I couldn't stand the thought of something bad had happened to you. My heart called out to him. My feelings poured out and everything else that was bottled up inside me. I don't think I could hold it all in anymore. I come to like him a lot. And everything that's happened proved it to me today. What? I imagine Goro is going to tired of hiding from humans and face them instead.
Right.
That I really like you, Goro. If something ever happens to you, I was so caught up confessing my personal feelings towards him that I began to cry. I don't know what I'll do without you.
Don't be stupid.
I know for certain that my feelings and words had reached him because... he's ate his grass.
I like you too, Naruto.
I'm so happy just hearing those words.
If anything happens to you, I don't think I can ever forgive myself.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's alright. I'm not angry at you. You don't need to apologize.
I gave a faint nod while I wiped my tears off my face.
For now, let's go back to camp.
Wait, aren't you hurt?
It's only a scratch! Oh, it's only a flesh wound!
Those wounds doesn't look like a minor scratch to me. Let me see. He didn't hesitate while I moved over to inspect his arm. I watched in pain even though I wasn't the one with a wounded arm. I still felt hurt inside seeing him like this. This looks painful. Oh no shit! I planted my palm gently on his arm where his wounds were visible. You know what? But I said, this looks painful. I was like, oh, you don't say! He flinched as I touched him. This looks bad. We need to get this treated.
I'm okay. No need to.
No! I think it needs a kissy kissy. I won't stand by and do nothing. I won't stand by and... sorry. You've saved me and protected me again and again.
You're really stubborn, you know that. I may be stubborn, but my love is stubborn!
I don't care. I could say the same to you.
Let's go back to the campsite. There should be herbs nearby you can use.
Okay. I'm so glad there's no betadine. I mean, I'm so glad things didn't turn out for the worst. It wasn't long before I treated his arm with the herbs he suggested using. He went to the hot spring earlier, and I even helped him wash off the blood on his body and clothes. Does it hurt?
It's fine. It's a little uncomfortable.
You didn't manage to go out and get those supplies we needed, but that's alright. Right now, he's more important to me than leaving this island, like, woo! As I sat beside him watching the campfire flicker gently in the night, I stood up and turned to look at him.
What's wrong, Naruto?
Just say it, Naruto! Say it! Just be brave and come out with it! You know, I've been thinking. I really come to like you a lot, and you mean a lot to me too, so can we I mean...
What's this all of a sudden?
What am I trying to say? Like today, you helped me, you saved me, and you used to hate me a lot. Hate me and all. I'm not making any sense here, am I? So what I'm trying to say is... Don't laugh at my feelings! What's so funny?
It's nothing. You really are special.
Well, sorry for being different.
That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. I've never been more happier. You showed me something that no other human being has ever shown me. And thanks for saving me back. And thanks for saving me back there. You really are,
Wait! Don't say it! Just come out with it already. I closed my eyes and uttered those 3 words that I thought I would never say in my entire life. I love you. The 3 magic words!
No.
It's time to say I love you. In this time, both of you have done so many things that sharing with you.
I love you too.
He turned to stare at the campfire, face red and flustered. I sat back down next to him and also watched the warm fire burning in front of us.
I love you, Naruto.
He said it again! I looked up to him and repeated the same words. I love you too, Goro. He lowered his head, his face getting closer and closer until his lips met mine! Ah! And that's it! Oh man!
Morning, Naruto.
Good morning, Goro. How is your arm today?
It's a lot better after some rest.
I'm so glad. Today will be the last day that I got to spend the remaining time that I have with Goro. I want to leave here with a smile today, so I'll have to try my best not to pull any sad faces, otherwise he'll be worried.
About yesterday.
Yes?
I'm sorry for leaving you alone for so long.
Oh, no, it's okay. But I have to say, you did get me really worried.
Sorry.
He looks really apologetic. It wasn't really a big deal. I'm just glad we're both alive and okay.
The truth is, all this time I told you to stay put. Telling you not to go anywhere by yourself was because of that threat.
That's a surprise. I thought you hated humans. That's why you wanted me off this island.
Well, that was before how I felt. I don't really feel like that now. Not with you, at least. At first, I never really cared much about humans, but maybe there's more to it than what I met in my past.
What are you...
What I'm saying is, now that there's no reason for you to go back and the threat is gone from the island, would you like to stay here on this island with me?
My heart skipped with joy as I would love nothing more than to stay with him. I would love to, Goro, but... He frowned slightly as soon as I said otherwise. I'm sorry.
I know.
Sorry. A voice crack.
I know. You have a family you must go back to.
It's not just that. I came here as a stranger, but I'm also leaving here as your... lover. I'd do anything to stay here with you, but because there are unresolved problems that happened before I came here, I need to go and let them know that I'm alive. It will be bad if people came here on this island searching for me. I couldn't imagine anything worse than that. Especially if they decided to hunt him down. Hunt him down too. I have to go back. I will speak up to my parents and let them know what I think. I won't be that person again who gets locked up in the house anymore because of my past. I will be Hunter! So this was him before Hunter. I want to be the one to make those decisions in my life. I want to do the things that shape my own future. So when everything is done and resolved, I'll come back here, I swear.
You've changed. I never thought that the puny human brat I met a few days ago can become such a great man.
Wait until you see me when I come back. You'll be really shocked.
I look forward
to it. Sorry. That day we went to the beach with the boat ready to set sail. We embraced each other one last time and kissed each other goodbye. Oh,
goodbye, Naruto.
It's not all just goodbyes, you know? I'll see you again, Goro. I promise.
Well then, I'll see you soon.
Yeah, I'll see you very soon. I hop onto the boat, turned around and gave Goro one last kiss. Oh! We look at each other without exchanging any more words. Different background, same position. I sat down with my back facing him as I tried to suppress my tears. Goro started to push the boat out into the sea. As I gradually drifted further away from the island, I turned around to look back one last time. The figure of dragon that stood there at the beach became smaller and smaller, until I could no longer see him anymore. I'll come back to you. I promise. Special ending unlocked! Yay! 5 years later! Here at last. I couldn't believe it took me a whole week to get here. Oh, new haircut, new clothes, same face. Well, I guess it wasn't all that bad. For once I made the right choice by borrowing Dad's yacht. He's rich! It was such a pain trying to convince him. Now then, let's see if I can remember how to get there. 5 years. Only 5 whole years I've been away. And I can't believe I'm lost! Did someone say they got lost? Oh, Goro! Another man gave me the biggest hug in 5 years! I've missed you so much!
I've missed you too.
I see you haven't changed much.
And you've changed a lot.
I've so much to tell you.
I'm sure you do. Let's go. I'll lead the way.
Okay. As we walked further into the forest, I was reminded of the time when I first met him. He told me to follow him while we kept our distance from each other, always walking behind him. Feels like I'm doing exactly the same thing as back then. I rushed over to Goro until we were walking side by side. Ah! What's wrong? Look, I placed my hand in his, hoping it was okay for me to walk with him like this. Is that bad?
No. Welcome back, Naruto.
Thank you, Goro. It's good to be home. Ah! Finn! Ah! Oh! I needed this! Ah! New clothes! Here, have some clothes. And then... And then... And then... Choco! Wait. Oh, it has Goro on it too! Oh, chocolate! Chocolate plus fish equals ding! But chocolate and fish is bad. NANI?! Ah! Thank you for playing art music sound story script, Ocean Blues Bara-Diction from 2015. We finally did it! Hello? What happened to the music? Oh, I turned it off. We did it! Oh, that was great. I needed that after Nekojishi and Adastra. I needed that! Oh my god. So, thank you so much everybody for watching! Thank you so much for watching! My name's Yuki Cookie, signing off saying, have a great day, thank you for watching Ocean Blues, have a great day! Mwah!